What 24%? Your child, you better call the pussy. Your child, you better call the pussy. 24%. What 24%? Your child, you better call the pussy. Your child, you better call the pussy.
One of the more shocking things that I have experienced over the course of those years are the number of young boys and girls who have openly declared their apostasy to me.
24%. What 24%? Your child, you better call the pussy.
You're imagining this deformed thing, and they say it moves, and you're imagining it hopping, and they go, oh, but don't imagine it. You're thinking, well, it's a bit late, mate. Not imagine it. Don't imagine it. Don't imagine it. It's a bit late for that. Don't imagine it. Don't imagine it.
The Quran says that Allah has one eye, and another ayah says He has multiple eyes. Multiple eyes. And both of Allah's hands are right hands.
Both of them are right. How? I don't know. Don't try. Don't try.
Don't imagine it. Don't imagine it. It's a bit late for that. Don't imagine it. Don't imagine it.
The fingers of Allah are mentioned. The shin of Allah is mentioned. The face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioned. So all these are a direct indication that Allah has got a shape.
How? I don't know.
Don't imagine it. Don't imagine it. It's a bit late for that. Don't imagine it. Don't imagine it. Let me dumb this down for you guys. This one, God, body parts. This one, no body parts.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Today, we are going to be reacting to a video that IP put out yesterday. I think it was yesterday on Uthman running. Even though he's doing a live stream today that is supposed to have David and Sam. That's what it's on the thumbnail, at least. That's happening today. This show is going to be actually about the reality that Shaykh Uthman is actually running and dodging, and it's just same tactics, just different days. So
what's up? What's up? Say hi to our guests.
Sending out this post on X to tell everyone we're here. Let me just proofread. We're live once again, trying to figure out why Shaykh Uthman, aka Shaykh ibn Fibbin, Shaykh ibn Smollett, Shaykh ibn Ketchup, Shaykh ibn Footnote, Shaykh ibn Zinna, Shaykh ibn Chokin, Shaykh ibn Chicken, etc., refuses to debate. Okay, I detect no errors there. All right. Okay.
I mean, you're gonna run out of characters with all the nicknames this guy has. He's got like more names than Allah. So, how you guys doing? What's up, David? What's up, Chris?
We do need a video, the 99 names of Shaykh Uthman.
Yeah. That. I mean, I think he's getting there. He is getting there. If he's not there already. So how you guys doing? What's this whole Shaykh Uthman? Got David in the thumbnail. He keeps running his mouth saying that everybody's running from him, but the reality is that he's the one that's actually running.
And it's weird because I'll say it again. Dawah has shifted to whatever keeps your fans happy. And that doesn't take a lot if your fans are all the product of 40 generations of first cousin marriage. You just go, me strong, everyone run from me. And they'll go, oh, Abdullah, him so strong. When everyone else is actually looking at the reality. This guy challenged us to debate. We all accepted, so he changed it. Then we all continued accepting debate challenges, and he changed it. And now the only thing he's willing to do apparently is the one thing I said, not doing that if you back down from the in-person debates that you challenged everyone to. And so now all he wants is him and like 3 or 4 others with him controlling the mute button, and you can apparently call in. And dude, that's not what we're interested in as far as debate. You said in-person debates, we accepted, and then you changed it to join his live call-in show where he will mute you the second you start, I don't know, talking about anything relevant.
That mute button seems to be pretty important to Uthman. He needs to have that mute button. And you know, he doesn't get that if he debates like people in person. So
yep, that's Shaykh Uthman. And like his idiot followers, why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? They're so freaking stupid. It's insane. Like you actually think, you know, people can't actually be this stupid, but they are. And then you wonder, like, you know, apologetics, polemics, what if people don't have the brain capacity because they're too stupid to understand anything? Like, what do you do in those situations? We know what the Dawa guys do. They take advantage of it and they use people's stupidity to lie to them, knowing that the guys are too stupid to know they're being lied to. But we don't want to do that. We don't want to like, oh, hey, we'll take advantage of your stupidity by lying to you. So it's a weird situation. Like, what do you do with those guys?
it's a 99-1 rule, right?
Yeah.
Like for every one person that figures out what this Shaykh Uthman is doing, 99 people just aren't going to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So
pretty dumb.
So there is a person in our chat saying that there is a scheduled debate on the 24th with Uthman versus God Logic.
I like how they referred to Cameron as the Italian guy. Yeah, it's Capturing Christianity. It's this one.
Yeah, so this is the debate in question here.
And Capturing Christianity.
Wait. Can we take bets on this? I would like to place all of my money that Uthman does not turn up for this.
I would as well. That is absolute nonsense. There is no way that guy doesn't back out. But I mean, think about it, right? When he said, because he always makes this excuse when we say, okay, let's debate here. Let's debate at DebateCon. Let's we'll show up and debate here and so on. It's always, oh, I'm traveling that day. Oh, I'm traveling that day. There's only 2 days out of every year where I'm not traveling and I can actually do a debate. But when he said, and this will be in IP's video, when he said, hey, call into my show on the 17th, I'll be back and call into my show on the 17th. God Logic and Inspiring Philosophy both said, okay, if you're going to be back, God Logic said, I'm going to be in San Diego. That's where you are. That's where you are. In-person debate, 2-on-2 or 1-on-1. Take your pick. Nothing from this guy. So that's kind of the question. Why would they even be debating a week later when God Logic and Inspiring Philosophy agreed to be debating him in person today, and he won't do it? He can't say he's traveling. He can't. He said he's free today for a live show. And they said, well, if you're free to be live and we're going to be in your city, then we'll bring a camera. You have your camera. What's the problem here? Nothing. Total coward.
Just like, remind me, has Uthman ever actually debated? Has he like got a string for debating, like actual debates, or
no? I've never seen him in like an actual formal debate. He likes standing in the middle of like several of his Dawa fanboys who just like nod and yeah, him smart. He loves that. But an actual debate with like, okay, you have 15 minutes. You have 15 minutes. No, this and he would suck. I can guarantee he would suck at it.
Yeah,
and he knows that.
He must know it, right? That's why he avoids it at all costs. Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of his thing. He's either gonna be at Balboa Park or some other place where he's got like 50 of his Muslim guys, and they do edit those videos. I've even seen it like, when David was there before, he'd show like the full 2.5 hour footage, and then Uthman would show like he'd upload like an hour, and then the next day he'd upload like an hour and a half, and there would be some parts that weren't there that were in David's original. And that's just how this guy is. He edits things. He lies about things. He will like add captions on the video, like as you're watching it on his end. So to kind of like persuade you into thinking like this is what's really he's trying to like gaslight you into what's going on, try to frame it in a certain way. So it's a very dishonest way of how he presents things. But he's never debated formally. No, he's never debated formally.
Yeah, by the way, I remember, and he'll also say the opposite of what actually happens. Like, he uploaded, we eventually talked about the Islamic dilemma, because we watched some of that, and the preservation of the Quran. And he uploaded a video and said, David will never show the full footage. And I'm like, here's the full footage, and you left out the entire Islamic dilemma and the entire discussion about the preservation of the Quran. And he said, oh yeah, we stopped recording before that. And it's like, okay, I guess that's possible, But if I were to say that, they'd say I'm a liar. If I said, no, I just wasn't recording that part, they would say, you're lying, you're trying to cover it up. They would, anyway. But his fans believe it, and he knows it.
We have this thing at Hyde Park where there's tons of Dawa guys, and they all record someone. But if their guy starts to do badly, and it's a noticeable, like they're really struggling to deal with this Christian, the cameras will just pack up and leave. So there's like a bit in the debate where all of a sudden you go from having about 6 or 7 cameras to just one. And basically the one is usually the Christian camera, and the remaining 6 were all Dawa guys who have just thought, actually, this isn't going our way. Yeah, this isn't worth recording. Yeah, let's just pack up and go away. And it's noticeable, and we call them out on it. We're like, look, your own cameramen don't even think this is worth recording anymore.
Yeah, it's like back home when in our countries where something unexpected happens, right? In a dictatorship where someone says something, the camera just goes off,
Yeah.
and then it goes beep. We regret that there are technical issues.
Technical difficulties.
This is exactly what happens with Dawa, right? As soon as there's difficulty, the camera guy the button just switches off.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 2 things, right? The technical difficulty, and then there's sudden urge to pray. We have to pray right now.
Oh yeah.
So that's why we just all have to pray right this very second. We promise we'll be back. Just give us like 5-10 minutes. We'll be back. Trust me. And then they all go, and suspiciously they never come back.
They're praying all night.
Yeah, they're praying all night.
All night.
Yeah. Yeah. So over time, I've learned, like, when debating Muslims, especially online, well, actually in any setting, if it's agreed that it's going to be recorded, if that's agreed upon, because sometimes you might just want to have a private discussion or whatever, but I still wouldn't trust a Muslim, especially a Dawa guy, to do a private discussion, because they will most likely record it and edit it, and you agreed that it wasn't going to be recorded, so you're not going to have like the footage to show what actually happened. So if it's agreed upon that it's going to be recorded, I've always done and told other people as well to record on your end as well. Don't just trust their version of it, and that's been proven time and time again. You just can't trust these guys. You can't trust these guys. Wasn't it Ali Dawa or something? Yeah, Ali Dawa was being grilled by Musa Adnan, remember? And they were saying like that Ali Dawa edits the videos in some like, because he doesn't want when sometimes when he gets like cooked by like other people, they'll edit the videos because they don't want to, like, obviously they don't want to, like, show that to their audience. Remember that?
Yeah, he said very specifically when he was speaking to Musa, he said, yeah, sometimes I'd edit the video if there's a woman who made a good point against me.
Yeah, specifically he said that.
And against Islam, I say, okay, her point is very good, but I can't release something that's against Islam, so he edits that part out.
No, that was in the context of like the Bitter Truth podcast, where they have like men versus women.
The Bitter Truth, but we cover all the bitter bits.
Yeah, but you can also see him doing that same thing at Speaker's Corner, for example.
Yeah, they edit.
But fortunately, there's like 50,000 cameras there, so you can't really get away with it. But yeah, I'm a strong believer in, if you're going to have it's agreed upon recorded discussion with a Muslim, always have a backup recorder on your end. Yeah, so guys, we have a video that we're going to be reviewing today by IP, and it's going to be on this topic of Shaykh Uthman running. Before we do, we just want to give a big, huge thank you to everybody. We have in the comment section, the chat, we have a pinned comment to a Give, Send, Go that David graciously set up for us yesterday, and it has reached its goal, and people are still giving. And so we want to say thank you guys so much for that, and we want to just put it on the screen and show where it's at right now. So this is the crowdfunding website, Give, Send, Go, and it's to support our move to the US. Essentially, we are leaving everything behind except for clothes, our Bibles, and this laptop that we're using, and everything else we're starting from scratch. And
you guys could, like, you can bring like a toothbrush and stuff.
We'll probably bring a toothbrush. Yeah, we'll probably bring a toothbrush. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll bring some shoes as well.
Yeah,
clothes will be good. Yeah,
clothes, and but yeah. So we just want to say thank you guys so much, everybody, and we have it pinned in the chat for everybody. If you guys feel led, you guys want to chip in at all, you guys are free to do so. And we just want to thank you guys all once again for that, and we pray that God blesses you all, and we thank you so much.
Yeah, and thank you for your prayers as well, and keep praying for us that we get there safely without any issues.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I sent one of my sons over there today to measure that room. Now, Ja, you sent a picture of what you'd like, what you guys would like your recording area to look like.
Yes.
Did you have specific products in mind? Because we need to order those, or is it just like get stuff that kind of looks like that?
Yeah, it was kind of just like get stuff that kind of looks like that. I was actually looking at different options, and there's either this option of like a big like desk or just having two desks, putting them together. So it doesn't really, it doesn't have to.
So you're not too particular. You're not too particular.
No, we're not too.
Because I'm saying we could wait for you to pick out stuff, or we can grab stuff because there's a you can order stuff on Amazon, and then there's an for some Mary recommended IKEA. There's an IKEA not far. I've never gone to IKEA, but that's where people buy lots of shelves and stuff apparently.
Yeah, we're completely fine with you guys picking out stuff. We're really not picky with anything. So yeah, we'd be happy for anything that you guys have set up. Yeah, we'll definitely help out as much as we can with.
Okay, just to be clear, if we set up your studio area and you get there, and you're not going to be like, the shelves are the wrong color, and you just like tear everything down, right?
We can't stream now, guys. We have to go back to.
We'll throw a huge diva fit with our clothes and shoes and broken laptop.
No,
we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
We're just really happy that you doing this for us. This is like a big task.
Yeah,
out of your time. So thank you so much for it.
Yeah, this is like the first time in our lives we've ever had people like helping us out to this level, and it's like really appreciative. And so we want to thank everybody who's supported, everyone who's giving, and yeah, David and the team. He's got a whole production team that are gonna like build the studio before we even get there. So it's gonna be set to stream, guys. By the time we get there, that's the idea. Like we land and we stream. So it's gonna be really, really cool, and we're really looking forward to it, guys. So hopefully this will all be happening within the next 2 weeks. So with that being said, shall we?
IP?
Yes, we'll transition over to IP. I just want to give everybody a major thank you.
Hold up.
Oh,
you said we're going to transition to IP. You don't mean like the people at the club with the Warner and all these guys have transitioned?
Oh no, not that type of transition.
No, they've already
okay,
transitioned.
Different. Okay, all right.
I hear they're already transitioned.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole different type of transition.
Thanks for that though, Malik. We never would have known if you hadn't blurted it out in the live stream.
Yeah. Oh, so we're gonna be eating tamales now because we're moving with David Segara. So he's gonna be our neighbor. So we're gonna be eating tamales and burritos and all.
Hey, yeah. As soon as you guys get there, you can go to my cousin's quinceañera.
Quinceañera, yeah. So there we go, guys. That's what's happening. All right. Actually, there's a connection here because Uthman claims to be part of a Mexican gang. Or he used to be part of a Mexican gang.
He's such a liar.
So there actually is a connection, oddly enough, to what we're talking about with Uthman here. So.
Yeah. Oh, is that how he unalived the father in Mexico?
That's what Abu Anan says. Yeah. But he's open about that though. He says that he was part of a Mexican gang growing up, and so that's how we transitioned from that.
Yeah, but Abu Adnan said it was like his stepdad or something like this.
Yeah,
say something like that.
That's crazy.
Was his stepdad maybe Mexican?
I
have so many questions.
So many questions. Hey, Uthman is going to be streaming tonight. Maybe Abu Adnan will jump on there, and he'll finally get to question him. That'd be pretty cool. All right, so let's see what happened. Tell us about it, IP.
Shaykh Uthman is a lying coward who's running from debating us Christian apologists. And I have the receipts to back it up. So I challenge Muslims to watch this video through to the end. And if you still think we're the ones who are running, then you're beyond delusional. So this all started because Shaykh Uthman wanted to go on the PBD podcast. When Patrick Bet David tried to set up a conversation between Uthman and Christian apologists, Uthman panicked and lied about what Patrick told him. This obviously angered the PBD podcast, and they replied by saying they will never have Uthman on.
I get a call from this guy named Eddie. He's a Muslim guy. And bring him over to the house. We sit down. We have a conversation together. And then all of a sudden, he says, hey, I saw Sam Shimon on your podcast. I'm here with a guy named Uthman. Since you had him on, he'd like to come on and have a conversation. I said, okay, so let me call Sam and see what I can do. So I call Sam Shimon. Sam says, absolutely. But he says, there's no way they're going to do it. He's going to cancel if they find out I'm coming. Yeah. And then he says, but why don't you tell them if Eddie and Uthman are coming, let me bring a guy named Avery. When he found out it's Eddie and Avery, he said, well, why don't we just do it me and you? I said, no, if you're going to have a debate, because it started off with Sam. I already called Sam. Sam already agreed. I'm going to fly him out. I have to fly out anyways. Well, I said, if I would have changed it, you would have came. But I have to fly. Well, let's just do it another time. And then the next day, this video is played.
But the reason originally that they didn't want me on is because they said, you cannot attack them.
Such a liar.
Yeah, total, absolute liar. So guys, think about what happened. So Sam went on the PBD podcast, and then Eddie talking to PBD there says, hey, why don't you have Shaykh Uthman on for a conversation? Now, what did he mean by that? He means get Shaykh Uthman on there with you. And you're dealing with a compulsive liar, so Shaykh Uthman will tell a bunch of lies, and you don't know enough to respond to him. But anyway, he said, why don't you have Shaykh Uthman on for a conversation? PBD, knowing he doesn't know a lot about Islam, said, well, I'll get Sam. I'll bring Sam too, right? And then Sam says, hey, if it's going to be Eddie Dean and Shaykh Uthman, then that should be 2-on-2. So I'll bring Avery. So it's going to be Sam and Avery versus Shaykh Uthman and Eddie Dean. What would be the problem? It would be on PBD podcast. It would be huge. Shaykh Uthman then starts making excuses why he can't be there. And so at that point, PBD would have been saying, okay, let's try and figure out another schedule. But then Shaykh Uthman goes on the next day. Yeah, the reason I won't do it is because they insisted they can only attack Islam, but I can't attack Christianity in response. Total lie. And as PBD's going to point out, not only is it a total lie, Eddie admitted that that's false. Eddie Dean admitted, no, that never happened.
Why would they even say that anyway? Like, why would that be a condition? That's such a weird thing.
Yeah.
To say. Like,
who would believe that?
Who would believe that? Yeah.
Shaykh Uthman's idiot fans. That's who, right? And guess what? Everything that's being pointed out here, none of this will change his fans' mind. They're that insanely stupid. I doubt his fans would even understand anything we just said, anything that was said, anything that PBD said. They won't understand. They're too dumb. But this is the situation. So you've got Shaykh Uthman, you've got his fans, and then you have everyone outside of that. And Dawah has just become obsessed with all that matters is the fans who are cheering for you. Nothing else matters. They don't realize the entire rest of the world who sees this is like, what a bunch of lying cowards, man. And this is just happening over and over again. And they wonder why Dawah's crumbling. It's because you guys are only fixated on a handful of fans who are idiots. And everyone with like a functioning brain is looking at this going, you guys are disgusting, man. This is absolutely disgusting behavior.
Wow. Oh yeah. What? Oh yeah. Let's just go through super chats real quick. As we build up, I'm starting to learn how David does this. So you got to do it as you go. Otherwise, you get like 50.
Otherwise you end up with a big pile of them at the end and stuff. Yeah. Which you can do. It's just good to deal with a few at a time.
Knock them out as you go.
Narrated Abu Zutti.
That's what the Dawah guys say.
Narrated Abu Zutti. Rasulullah said, perfume, food, and dark, tall, handsome men have been made dear.
That's our friend Sabbath Breaker turned ape. He's always giving a hadith to us every week or every time we go live.
That's from Sunan al-Zutti.
Yeah.
I wonder what Al-Albani graded that one.
Oh yeah. Hey. Also, for Quran Demolition Ranch coming up, I made sure to get 30 black Qurans and 1 white Quran.
Oh, really?
That would be a nice little visual representation of the night of al-Zut.
That poor white Quran at the end.
Oh man,
what will it look like?
Gonna get zooted.
Oh, he's gonna get zooted.
I'm surprised he doesn't want to debate. He just has to show where in the Bible his Muhammad is mentioned, and the debate is over. Simple, yeah. It should be that simple. If he's in the Bible, like the Quran claims, 7:157, it should be easy, but it's not easy because it's not there.
Apparently, PPD just told him, come and everyone will agree with each other.
Yeah, no one can attack. You can attack.
No one can attack.
Yes, you were coming. I mean, PBD literally sat there as Jake and Daniel were saying, yeah, these guys sitting across from us, as soon as we get our way, we will execute them. They didn't have a problem with it.
No.
But he's suddenly making a rule. Oh, Shaykh Uthman, you're not allowed to disagree.
Oh man! By the way, I have to say that's hilarious how it turned out with Daniel and Jake. I mean, imagine. Yeah.
I don't know why Jake just
like
let
poetry.
Dean take everything. I don't know why he did that.
Yeah.
It was like it was so weird. I actually watched it as it was happening because I was that intrigued by it. Normally I don't watch these kind of things. Like, at least if I do it after. But I was watching as it was happening, and I just saw you got Jake, you got Dean. They don't like each other. Then Hikichu comes on. He don't like anyone. They don't like him. And then like Jake's like, you know what? I'm just gonna on my own channel just let these guys hate each other, and I hate both of them. So. And I'm just like, why is this?
Yeah, and then Dean starts complaining about Jake had me on there, and he had me like go debating and fighting Daniel, and like I was listening to it. I'm like, no, you were the one that was interrupting. You were insisting that you talk to Daniel the whole time, and then he's all done. He's like crying, like Jake made me do that.
He set
Jake
him
made
up.
me. Yeah, Jake set me up. Like, dude, you were interrupting the whole time. You're like, I speak for Jake, or whatever he said. He's like, I speak for Jake, like, and he's interrupting and jumping in, and Daniel's just like,
and even Daniel's like, dude, you got an F from Jake. Calm down. You're not talking for him, or a D or whatever
he got. Yeah,
the grade.
But so they were so yeah they actually were so these guys were debate partners on PBD. That's the crazy thing.
And now they're enemies
against Robert Spencer and Brother Rashid. So, all right.
Now they're frenemies, enemies. Potato Sandwich says, it seems like the Dawa guys are eager to debate, in a sense, much more than usual, starting the year out. All the duck clips, Dean responds, joining debate streams, etc. Why do you think this is?
You're definitely going to have this. Things are going wrong, right? Things are going wrong. You have an ideology that is obsessed with controlling everything and everyone. You have to control women. You have to control the entire world. And as time goes on, they're losing control more and more. And when that happens, there's a tendency to try something. I have to try something in this situation. Now, the overall tendency is to become more aggressive or more violent in the history of Islam. But you're going to have people who start doxing, right? That's one way to go. They're flipping out and doxing people, and apparently willing to accept the consequences of mass Quran desecration and normalizing that. You have Shaykh Uthman, who like dialing up the lies, thumping his chest, pretending like he's ready to debate, pretending. So, I mean, think that kind of came out of nowhere as far as challenging us all to debate, then backing down and then doing live streams saying we're scared of him and things like that. So that's how he's reacting. But you will have people who are like, oh no, we need to go out and jump into these discussions more to show that we're not scared and to try and change course. But bottom line is none of it's going to work, guys. None of it's. Islam is imploding right in front of our eyes. They're going to become more and more desperate. They're going to do stupid things. It's going to be messed up. It's going to be huge, massively messy. But that's just what, they're drowning and they're flailing about.
Yeah. I just saw something was brought to my attention. We just got a donation on the, what is it called? Give, Send, Go. Look at this. David Segura.
Hey!
Hey, David, you didn't need to do all that.
Thank you, David.
No, I had to. I'm like, hey, if I'm gonna give my my cousin $50 at our quinceañera, I can contribute $50 here. It says.
Dios lo bendiga. It means may God. It says God bless you.
We can just ask David right now.
Oh yeah,
he's the one.
Oh yeah, David's the one who wrote it.
Yeah, so I think that's what it means. Yeah, yeah. Hey, for anyone, so I always forget that there are people who may have no clue what we're talking about here. But yeah, guys, Malik, who's been doxing everyone, doxed God Logic, doxed Inspiring Philosophy, doxed me, doxing everybody, and so on. But he also investigates to try and dig up dirt, and he uses websites that are actually pretty sloppy. And he has concluded, one, that I'm actually my wife is my ex-wife. So he found that out somehow, and also that I'm actually
wait, your ex is your wife. I didn't hear that one. Wait, so he's saying your wife is your
Is your
ex-wife?
ex-wife? Do you have a different wife now?
Yeah. The wife that I sleep beside, somehow she's my ex-wife. I don't know. I haven't seen the stuff yet. Yeah, so I haven't seen the stuff yet, so I don't know what he's basing that on. But yeah, in addition to that, he has discovered that my real name is not David Wood; it's David Segata, and I'm actually a Mexican pretending to be this white dude. So, I've had in a couple of live streams had to embrace my Mexican heritage, and you can check the comments. Mexicans are heartily approving of me embracing my heritage.
That's right.
Look at that.
Mexican.
Yes. All right, guys. So back to our video here. Shaykh Uthman saying that he said I could come on his podcast, but I wasn't allowed to attack Christianity. Yeah.
So maybe go back a few seconds to hear him lie again.
Played.
But the reason originally that they didn't want me on is because they said you cannot attack them. Like they're going to attack you. You're just going to answer, right?
What?
So, yeah, that was the original.
I have Eddie watch this. I said, Eddie, is that true?
So guys, Eddie from the Dean Show.
The Dean Show.
Yeah. So this is Uthman's friend. He's the and so he calls up Eddie, the Muslim guy from the Dean Show, and he has him listen to this clip.
Wow.
Yeah. So guys, keep in mind, Eddie is the one who's trying to negotiate this discussion. He's the one who's trying to get Shaykh Uthman onto the PBD podcast, and then so PBD is responding to Eddie Dean. Well, yeah, we'll get you and Shaykh Uthman on versus Sam and GodLogic 2-on-2. Then Shaykh Uthman posts a video the next day saying, yeah, they wouldn't do this. What does PBD do? He goes, hey, I was having the conversation with you. Anyone say anything about that? Anyone say one word about you guys can't attack Christianity? And one word about that? Eddie Dean says no. Now, the reason I want to point that out is that means indisputably Eddie Dean knows Shaykh Uthman is a liar and a coward. He knows that Shaykh Uthman had to come up with an excuse for why he's not willing to have this debate, because Eddie Dean thought, oh yeah, Shaykh Uthman, he'll do it, man. He'll do it. He's fearless. And then he finds out, no, he's a coward, and he's lying about being a coward. And so he tells his fans, oh yeah, no, they wanted this to be all unfair. They wanted this to be all unfair. Now think about this. He's saying that the rules that Christians tried to impose was he wouldn't be allowed to attack Christianity. Why is this relevant? Well, if you call into his live stream, they're going to stop you from going. They're going to stop you from going after Islam, right? So the rules that he regards as so absurdly unfair that you should not participate, they're the rules that he insists on for himself. But the important thing is Eddie Dean knows indisputably that Shaykh Uthman is a liar and a coward. He's scared, and then he lies about why he won't participate in a debate. Eddie Dean knows that. Why is that relevant? Watch next month or the month after that. He'll have Shaykh Uthman on. And so, in other words, he will have a guy that he knows is a liar and a coward on his show to talk about Christianity and Islam. And he knows the guy's a liar and a coward.
Wait,
but he'll still do
having
it.
him on?
He will
still do it on his show? Oh, okay.
He will. Absolutely, he will. They don't care at the end of the day. But anyway, the point there is, yep, Eddie Muslim completely exposed Shaykh Uthman as a liar. Do any of Shaykh Uthman's fans care? Not one. Not even Eddie Dean.
Yeah, it's almost like you wonder, like, what does it take for these guys? Like, you know what I mean? It's like
the guy slept with a dude's wife. Like, what more? What more?
I mean, I'm thinking, like, Uthman's people talking,
and he has like 2 jobs. Just saying,
yeah,
this Tesla.
Yeah.
How much will it take?
I mean, like, this guy keeps talking about a documentary, right? That's supposed to be coming up for all these years, where he's gonna like hide the police and stuff like that. Maybe that's what it will take for Uthman to finally be exposed. Someone just a documentary of maybe like Abu Anan will do. Actually, I think he is doing a documentary. Actually, I think I remember someone saying he's doing a documentary where he just catalogs all of this guy's like scandals, and I hope he adds the footnote and stuff like that in there too. But yeah, I wonder if even that, because sometimes Muslims will be like, well, yeah, he's pretty, like, what would you say? He's a liar, but at least his dawah doesn't mean his dawah is bad, right? Like they'll say it like that. They'll be like, yeah, his character might be flawed. You know, no one's perfect, but can you refute his arguments? And so it's like almost like, what does it take for these guys to clue on that their guys are just
evil scumbags? Think about Malik. Think about Malik and the things he was saying about the Warner, and he's talking about the Warner and saying he had 9 wives and stuff. That's what he would do if he's if it's a Muslim woman or girl that he's involved with. You're going to have to do mutta. You're going to have to do a temporary marriage and stuff. But he said that otherwise he's in his words smashing hoes. He's just smashing hoes left and right. But it was interesting. It came up in the chat from the Muslims saying, as long as it's not Muslims, we don't care. So this was Muslims actually. Right. This is Muslims saying, we don't care if our dawah guy is going to the club, staying high all day, using dawah donations to buy drugs, going to the club, taking girls back to the hotel with him and his other dawah buddies. And you have to wonder, though, because the Warner's clearly interested in dudes, according to all this. So I don't know if he's bi. I don't know if he's bi, or if the mutta marriages and stuff are kind of like to make it seem like he's into girls and stuff. Because that's what was interesting. It's like you've got this guy Malik, and he's like a snitch and stuff, but the Warner's constantly telling him, hey, look, here's me in bed. Look, here's me in bed with this girl. Look, I'm right here with this girl.
As evidence.
I
see. Oh, look, here's stuff with me and Myron and all these other guys in the house with all these OnlyFans girls. See, I'm straight as an arrow. But he's simultaneously the one volunteering to, his words, take it up the butt. To get into the Illuminati. He's the one who's at the club with the trans women, whatever we call them. He's in the club with the trans people, and he's fine with that. And he's the guy who also likes to sit in the chair and watch other guys doing stuff to the girls. So he likes to watch the guys. Anyway, sounds a little interesting.
Yeah. So in all those situations, it's like there's like, even if there's like woman involved, like you said, there's always a guy there as well. So like he's like sending pictures to his friend Malik, and he's like, hey, this is to prove that maybe he's not gay or something. But like there's always a guy involved in it as well. So like you never really know like what it is that this guy is into, because he's always with a guy. So these guys guys, basically this is what these dawah guys do. They're top dawah guys. I think he has like 500, 600,000 subscribers, something like that. Mm-hmm. And this guy does all this crazy stuff. And according to the snitch, Dr. Snitch, that's all these guys. All of these guys are like that. They're all just like rappers.
Do you think, you know how there was that comment that was like, oh, as long as it's Christian or atheist girls, I don't care. Do you think maybe if like it turned out Watcher was doing it with like some guys, that the Muslims would respond with, as long as it's Christian or atheist men,
we don't care. Yeah, as long. And you'd have to wonder if that would even be relevant to them, because keep in mind, all this stuff is exposed. He's still posting dawah videos on his YouTube channel, and Muslims are still cheering for him. Wow, powerful dawah, bro, powerful dawah. This is so powerful. They don't care.
That the avalanche of apostasy has got so obvious to them that they're willing to accept anything for the dawah. Doesn't matter how much it costs. It doesn't matter what you have to accept from your representatives. These supposed pious religious men, they can do trains, they can do whatever they want. It doesn't matter, because as long as they give dawah and try and plug the hole that is the
come on.
Yeah, that was
sitting there talking about the Warner, and you instantly go to plugging holes. Come on.
But yeah, I think they don't care. I think they need this. Like,
no, you're right. I mean, according to Malik, they're all like this, and he was calling them all these guys that go as like groups to give dawah and other things in other countries and stuff. He says they're all doing it. So guess what? If you say, oh, we're going to make some base level of morality a criterion for being a public representative of Islam, well, there went all of your public representatives of Islam. Apparently, now you got nothing. Who's left? Lily J?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised for like a judgmental lot like the Muslims. I expected more outrage at wanting to take it up the butt and being possibly gay and going to clubs and going home with trans and stuff.
I read something a few days ago, and like, because I was interested. You got Jake, who's this proper hardcore Sunni, and he's saying you guys are all fake Muslims. You're not real Muslims. And I was reading this article, and this guy was saying like, there's this ecumenical movement in Dawa, and there has been for many years now, where Muslims basically just choose to look the other way. And it doesn't really matter if they're not the right kind of Sunni, if you're Atari, if you're Ash'ari, or whatever. Some even say it doesn't matter if you're Shia. Some don't. Some, like Ali Dawah, seems to be pretty happy if people become Christian, which is kind of a weird thing. But like, and I was thinking about it. I'm thinking maybe this is what's happened. They've actually slowly but surely become really like just looking the other way at everything, because they need to get the numbers up. They need to keep people in Islam, and it doesn't matter how they do that anymore. And so you've got like this reactionary movement of Jake being like, yeah, but then you're not really a Muslim, are you? And it's like this tension.
Yeah, and I've pointed out, especially this time in particular, they understand that they're in a race, right? They understand, okay, we've got our birth rates are declining. So the only reason Islam has been expanding is because of expanding high birth rates. But the birth rates are declining. The apostasy rates are accelerating. They're doing the math here. There's no way this works out long term. So what do they need? They need to take over some major areas where then they can just impose Islamic law and blasphemy laws and things like that, and no one can criticize. So it's not we have to accept anything, any sort of behavior from all our Dawah guys, no matter how disgusting and repulsive they are to everyone else. We just need to pretend long enough to where we just need to hold it together long enough to take over some areas, and then we can change the laws and stuff like that. So they understand they're in kind of a race to get that done. And if you have to take some things over within the next 5 years, or you're just doomed, because the apostasy rates are going to surpass your birth rates and so on as far as people leaving Islam. This would not be a good time to be calling out all of your Dawah guys for their repulsive behavior. So it's, yep, go ahead. We know that we're dealing with some compulsive evil liars, but as long as those compulsive evil liars are going to help dupe people into converting to Islam, we have to do it. There's no plan B.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So wait, let me back up a little bit. Not in the Warner sense.
That's the Warner sense.
Yeah.
Back up. You behind me? Let me back up a little bit.
let's hear this. Okay.
And then the next day, this video is played.
But the reason originally that they didn't want me on is because they said you cannot attack them. Like, they're going to attack you. You're just going to answer, right?
What?
So, yeah, that was the original.
I have Eddie watch this. I said, Eddie, is that true?
And he said, no.
I said, Eddie, is that true?
No.
5 seconds he's looking.
Yeah, he's waiting.
He says, no, that's not true. I said, I will never have this guy on here because I don't play those games.
So this
he admitted to them in private.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And right there, I don't play these games. He picked up on what we all know about Shaykh. It's all games with Shaykh Uthman. All you ever get are a bunch of little of these cute games. Oh yes, I'm so strong, but everyone is scared of me. And PBD, I don't have time for this, man. I do not have time for this. And so this guy's never coming. I'm not interested. This dude's a liar. He lied about me. The only time I've ever tried to set up an interaction, he lies. Done. Not having this guy on. Find someone else.
I agree with that, though. You can't play games with them.
Yeah. Even neutral platforms like PDB. I always forget the name of this.
PBD. Patrick
PBD.
David.
Right. Yeah, like neutral platforms like that. I assume it's a neutral platform.
If he's hosting a debate, yeah, he's very neutral. If you watch, like his discussion, like the thing he hosted with, on the one hand, Jake and Daniel, and on the other hand, Robert and Brother Rashid. Yeah, he's just trying to get them to have a good conversation.
Yeah, and even those platforms, like, they're turning away from him because they realize, this guy's so Sam told them this is what they would do. They would find a way to get out of it.
Yep, exactly.
That was then confirmed by Shaykh Uthman doing exactly what Sam said he would do.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows beyond a doubt. Yeah, this guy's just he's a clown. He's an entertainer.
Everyone knows it. Everyone knows that, except for his stupid fans who think everyone's running from him. It's weird. Oh, matter of fact, I 1 second. I did a poll yesterday, not in the Warner sense, but I did a poll. Let me see if I can find it.
Was that the one about him doing debates?
Yeah, I asked people, what are the odds? What are the odds that Shaykh Uthman would do a debate at any point? Or how many debates? Oh, okay. Yeah, here's the question. I said, how many moderated 1v1 or 2v2 debates will we see Shaykh Uthman in this year on a neutral platform? And the options were 0, 1 to 5, or more than 5. 87% of people said 0.
Yep.
Yep.
And 13% are completely delusional.
They're like 12.
So I'm just keep in mind, it's like people know. People in general, I mean, at least people who watch us and so on and are paying attention, they know. 87%, this guy, you will never see this guy in a debate.
Oh no. Yeah, he would never do that.
But that's something we can actually quantify at the end of the year. We can count the number of times he does it and then show the 13% delusional people.
And that was a lot of votes. That was over 1,800 votes. So it's not like a few people voted.
There you go, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we almost have about 1,300 people here. Welcome you guys all to the live stream. If you guys could just please, if you guys could just take a second to hit the like button. It just helps us get on the algorithm. That way more people can see Uthman running, why he's dodging, and him getting exposed once again. So thank you guys all for being here. God bless you all. And let's continue on here.
He's waiting. He says, no, that's not true. I said, I will never have this guy on here because I don't play those games.
So this obviously exposed Shaykh Uthman as a coward, and to save face, he posted a video challenging all Islamophobes to a debate.
To all of you Islamophobes out there, I've had enough of you yapping. We're calling you out. You want to debate face to face? We'll set it up. We'll fly you out.
Yeah, face to face. You guys heard him say face to face.
Yeah, which is actually how I prefer to debate. If someone can't do that and it can only be online, I do that. But he said he's willing to do face-to-face debates, and I'm sure IP's going to point. We all accepted. Every last one of us accepted, and he backed out of all of them. Total coward.
Do you see his face, like wide-eyed expression when he's saying that? If you ever see a little kid lying,
that's what they look like.
It's the wide-eyed.
I was thinking,
I'll be there. Yeah, stop yapping. I want face to face. I just want to point that out
let's see that.
because I had a tiny baby nephew his face used to go like that when he lied.
Why does his face look so baby-like? Is he got like a filter on?
He's got a filter on. Yeah, people point out. Yeah, you can see that in his clips. He has some sort of filter that you normally see from like women who make little shorts and stuff like that.
Goes really well with his beard.
Yeah, it is. Maybe he's born with it.
Maybe it's been. Oh, come on.
You can see the filter doesn't cover the beard because the beard is scraggly, but the face is perfect.
We're calling you out. You want to debate face to face? We'll set it up. We'll fly you out. We'll do it with Eddie at the Dean Show in Florida. If you want to do it online, because you're afraid to face
the same Eddie who admitted.
Yes.
Hang on. This was after the PBD thing, right?
Right.
Was this after?
Yeah, that's what IP said. So. That after that happened, he wanted to save face, so he did this one.
Yeah, did you catch that? Because what did I just say? I said Eddie knows this guy is a liar and a coward. Eddie knows it, and I said this will not stop him from working with the dude. Why? They're so desperate. They have to. And what did he just say? Hey, we can have a debate on the Dean Show with Eddie, hosted by Eddie, the guy who knows this guy is a compulsive liar and a coward, and was still willing to work with him and have it on his platform. And then, so keep in mind, Eddie had to watch this entire charade. Eddie knows this is a charade. Eddie knows everyone accepted, and Shaykh Uthman backs down, and then he just wants to go live on his channel where he has the mute button and he's surrounded by a bunch of other Dawa guys. It doesn't bother them. Lying doesn't bother them at all. Guys, can you seriously, can you imagine if like one of us was, I challenge all Muslims, I challenge all Muslims, I challenge you all, you're all running from me. And then everyone accepts, and then you make excuses, and then you run, they're all running from me. It would be like, dude, shut up, man. Shut up. Do not get out of here. We're not interested, dude, in these games. You're a Muslim, you're fine. That's weird stuff, man.
Shame on you, Eddie. Shame on you, man.
Yeah, he hasn't got no shame. This Eddie guy.
I thought Eddie was I don't know. I thought he was one of the better ones, Eddie.
No.
No?
No.
At the Dean Show in Florida, if you want to do it online because you're afraid to face me face to face, like you, Sam, who ran from me face to face, if you're afraid, we'll do it online. December 24th, that is 6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. East Coast time. We're going to do a live stream on OMF. I'm challenging all of you. The best.
Wait, so he said, okay, so all this stuff about, we're gonna do it face to face. Eddie will host it.
Yeah, what happened to that?
But then he's like, we're gonna do it on a live stream. So it's like all that he knows that none of that stuff's gonna happen. He's like, oh, actually, it's all gonna be on a live stream instead.
I thought you said face to face.
But first, he gave the challenge of face to face. But he's like, no, actually, it's gonna be on the live stream at this time.
Wait, but then it sounded like he was going to change it again to say, "Oh, and it's also to everyone."
Yeah,
like,
it's like he keeps changing his offer and keeps changing the like locations and venues. Oh, it's like that's what you're going to see throughout this.
That you got.
It didn't take long for everyone to start calling out Uthman for trying to debate us on Christmas Eve. You know, the night we're all going to be at church and with our families. But he also said he would debate us in person, and we all agreed. Myself, Nick of Fearless Truth, God Logic, David Wood, Apostate Prophet, Fan, everyone agreed to do in-person debates.
I like it when the Christians have it. They put the screenshots on screen. I'm just going to make it there. Do Muslims, does your Shaykh Uthman ever put screenshots?
Yeah, right.
He has difficulty with footnotes, I believe. It's the small text. He just can't read it properly. So, yeah, maybe he's still confused.
Read it for you.
And here's a weird source with a footnote in it, and that footnote says everyone is running from me.
Yeah.
Trust me, bro.
But Fan, everyone agreed to do in-person debates. In fact, when we messaged them suggesting potential dates, we were met with silence and excuses. So ask yourselves, if we were the ones running from Shaykh Uthman, why were we the ones trying to set up these in-person debates and Shaykh Uthman was ghosting us or making excuses? Does that really make sense? Well, instead of getting back to us, Shaykh Uthman released another video where he changed his terms. He said he was moving his live stream back to December 30th. Probably because several people told him how ridiculous it was to expect Christians to debate on a major Christian holiday. But he also suspiciously left out the in-person challenges this time.
We put a debate challenge out. God Logic's running, Sam's running, everybody's running. We didn't just put one day. We gave you 2 different days to choose from, the 24th and the 25th.
The 24th and the 25th.
Christmas
was so gracious.
Christmas Eve or Christmas. We gave you Christmas Eve or Christmas.
Do you want the day where you're preparing for the, or the day where it happens? Okay, fine, great, amazing, Uthman.
The next day will be what is it? The 31st of February.
Yeah.
That's the day that he needs.
Yeah. And the other day, the 31st of February, everyone's running from me. No one showed up on the 31st of February.
Love your pagan holidays. You love your pagan trees and your pagan gifts and your.
Okay. This is coming from a guy who kisses a stone, a black stone,
and goes around the black stone.
He's talking about pagan. There's nothing pagan about Christmas. Nothing pagan about Christmas. Exactly. Nothing pagan about any of that. But what actually is pagan is the fact that even according to Islamic history, that the pagans and the Muslims were going around the Kaaba naked together, going around it together, and what's it called, and circulating it together. Right?
No. That doesn't sound pagan. That just sounds like a typical normal Dawa practice, to be honest. You know, going around naked. You know, the watchers probably in the corner. Just watching
and then
the
Muhammad's
normal.
the last sermon or whatever, he says, "Oh, after this year, you stop doing it with the pagans." So up until that time, they were doing it with the pagans. Like they're literally doing pagan celebrations with pagans, slobbering all over the black stone. And he wants to talk about pagan trees and things like that.
Every time they pray, they face a stone. They go travel to the stone to go around the stone. They kiss a stone. They throw a stone towards a stone.
And they think the stone will forgive their sins.
And they run from a stone to a stone.
They want the stone to forgive their sins.
But we're pagan.
Powerful stone.
Yeah.
All right.
So anyway, that's our rant about the pagan thing here. Let's continue.
Pagan reindeer and your pagan Santa Claus. So if you love it that much,
there is no evidence Christmas is pagan, but you won't debate me on that because you're scared.
Yep. I'm not gonna let you have any excuses.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
He would get annihilated.
Yeah.
Pagan, but you won't debate me on that because you're scared.
I'm not gonna let you have any excuses. We'll move it down. We'll move it to the 30th of December. So now you have no excuse.
What does you mean move it down? Isn't that moving it up?
You're moving it
like,
later.
Yeah, it's like you're moving.
Moving it back to the past.
We're going down. No longer it's the 24th.
Maybe he's like picturing in his mind an actual calendar and like, okay, the 25th is here, so it's actually down.
Down the page.
Down the lower spot on the calendar.
Oh boy.
Oh wow.
Come on, Uthman. Come on, Uthman.
Excuse, but you're still running. You guys yap all this stuff, but when the challenge comes out, you run.
So this is a blatant lie. We obviously didn't run. We all accepted his challenge to do in-person debates. So Muslims, why is he lying to you? Well, even with all of that nonsense, Fan and I talked it over and we decided we were still going to try to join the live. We would go live on our channel, open up his invitation in another window so we could stream it to our audience as well without being muted constantly. But before we could do that, Shaykh Uthman changed the terms again. He announced it would not be a live call-in show, but it would be a 2 versus 2 debate with himself and the Orthodox Muslim versus God Logic.
By the way, the new thumbnail is Sam and David instead of Sam and Avery. And I think is it still Libiano?
Who's this guy?
This is their AI.
That's not him.
AI creation of Uthman.
He's a 12-year-old. it's just so funny.
He's one of the boys like Pearls.
Yeah, he's a pearly boy.
Pearly boy. Uthman. Hey, pearly boy.
And you can see Arthur Duck Lips is looking pretty interested in there.
Yeah, look at Duck Lips. He's got the duck lips going.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hey Warner, check out my duck lips.
Pouting next to Uthman. Uthman's after a facial or something. He hopes he looks like that. But anyway, did that happen or what?
Never happened. Trying to see. Wait, did he get rid of the Tonight one?
For the 30th, keep in mind, for the 30th, Inspiring Philosophy said he would come face him in studio, and that he would pay for his own expenses. But they challenged Avery and Nick from Fearless Truth to a 2-on-2, specifically messaged them, contacted them, said, we challenge you to a 2-on-2 debate. Nick and Avery both agreed, said, let's set it up. And then they backed down and said no. And what, I mean, think about just think about this. We challenge you two to debate. And the two they challenge say, okay, let's do it. And then, no, we take it back. We take back our challenge. What were they looking for? They were looking for, we challenge you two to debate. No, we can't do it. You see, they're running from us. Oh my goodness. And they would be saying that every day, all of 2026. We invited them 2-on-2 and they ran. Instead they accepted and you ran. And then they do a live call-in show without any of the people they invited to debate, even though everyone they invited to debate agreed to debate them. It's like insanely stupid.
I'm sorry, I just can't get over how aggressive this filter is for everyone on this picture. Like Sam Shamoon looks nothing like Sam Shamoon. And God Logic, I don't know, like they just look wrong.
Yeah,
everything looks wrong, yeah.
God Logic and Libiano look closest to themselves.
Yeah. The other two look 12. But yeah.
All right, so let's see.
Let's see how this goes.
But it would be a 2 versus 2 debate with himself and the Orthodox Muslim versus God Logic and Sam Shamoon. I asked God Logic if that was true. He obviously said no, and then said we should go live so he could expose what really happened. Apparently, Uthman's One Message Foundation reached out to Nick and Godlogic for a 2v2 debate. They obviously agreed, and then, surprise, surprise, Uthman started changing the terms.
Nick gets this message from them. If you and Avery, this is Uthman talking to Nick, if you and Avery are open to it, we're inviting you both to a live debate, either in person at the Dean Center or remotely if that works better. Let me know which format you'd prefer and your availability. So pretty clear, right? So he said, since it's anybody, he's inviting Nick and myself to come in person. Like he said, he would fly us out for a live debate in person, hosted at the Dean Show. He says, I created this group chat to get all the details figured out. So far, we have the 30th agreed upon. Has Eddie confirmed? This is on the 22nd. He responds, we want Sam Shimon to be.
Interesting.
These guys are so slimy.
If they want Sam, why are they
exactly? Why are you talking
to Nick?
Nick
Yeah.
and Avery. What?
And by the way, yeah, there's a reason when they started playing, going through the antics with Sam after rejecting debating him on PBD, right? Sam had the same, I'm not playing games with you guys, okay? And Sam said, if you're just talking about doing something live discussion, call in my channel anytime for a debate. So that the challenge is open. If you want to debate Sam, he goes live a lot. He has call-ins. Shaykh Uthman can call in and debate him. And so what do they take that as? Oh, Sam doesn't want to go do this in-person debate. Therefore, all these other guys who agree to debate, let's just say, no, Sam has to be part of it. Ha ha, look, they're all running. No one's running. Sam's not running. He's saying, here I am. I don't have time. I'm just not going to spend my entire life pretending with you guys and playing this game.
Right.
Call me anytime. Call me anytime for a debate. Okay. Other than that, shut up. Everyone else, yeah. What do you want to do? I said, do it at DebateCon. Other guys, yeah, we'll come to you. And none of that. And now it's anyone who agrees to debate, he's going to say, no, Sam has to be part of it because they know Sam's not doing it. And so it's just an excuse. This is like the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life, with the possible exception of Malik responding to everything just by doxing people's, cousins and grandmas and stuff.
I just don't understand this. It boggles my brain. If you don't want to debate, just hold your tongue.
That's what I mean. You don't have to. No one's under any obligation to debate. You don't have to. You can say, I'm not interested in debate. I'm just not interested.
Right.
All right.
Got to save face though.
Yeah.
Man needs to save face. He's already too far in.
Yeah, and like David pointed out, like if Avery or Nick had said no, they would have like plashed that all over social media and like, oh, look at these guys, they're running from us.
They're probably saying, oh, dang, they said yes.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, ask them about.
Exactly, and so that's what they do. But on the flip side, when now you clearly see that they're running, Uthman and his team get so upset. Oh, you guys are just posting screenshots. You're posting messages. Like, but you guys, they would do the same thing. Because this is the evidence that they actually ran. This is actually the evidence that they ran.
I'm sorry, what's wrong with screenshots? We're not screenshotting your bedroom in Bosnia. We screenshot.
Yeah,
it's a screenshot of the debate
that you're lying about.
Arrangements.
Yeah,
there's nothing personal here.
Yep. All right, let's see.
Present as well.
Hold up.
Oh, I thought that was David. I mean, it is David. I thought it was.
Yeah. Hold up. Hey, am I wearing the same shirt? I'm wearing the same shirt. That is going to be confusing. They agreed to you and Nick, right?
They agreed to me and Nick.
And so, and then when you guys said, okay, fine, we agree, then we want Sam. Okay.
By the way, not even just agreed about me and Logic, but asked for me and Logic.
Mm-hmm. Nick, again, you offered up the 30th, said you challenge any Christian. And we are here and ready. It's 6 days away, so we'd like some confirmation now. Now, this is at 10 a.m. Nick responds back at 6 p.m. because they're not responding. We've waited all day and heard nothing. It's about 5 days away now. If you don't say nothing, we're going to assume you're backing out. I say the same thing. They come up with more excuses. They're asking for Sam. Now, where's your teacher, Sam? Sam. Nick says, you said any Christian. We show up and suddenly it needs to be Sam. We're not trying to play these games. Are we confirmed to debate with you?
Notice everyone concludes the exact same thing. Games. We don't have time. We don't have time for this, man. Like, we've got other things to do. It's almost like he just wants to use up everyone's time by going back and forth on stupid debate challenges that he'll never agree to, and just waste everyone's time.
You know what's funny though? Like, I'm pretty sure he's figured out that, you know, we don't talk to Sam, so we can't argue on his behalf. But because we can't do that, he's just going to keep asking for it because then we can't agree to it, and then the debate doesn't happen. But if we just like turn around and went, yeah, sure, okay, yeah, Sam will see you there, I guarantee you he would find a different excuse like before that time to either not appear or to some way cancel it.
He would, indisputably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such weasel behavior.
And you know, when he does advertise these streams, he got like I think I just saw it. It was like almost 300K views.
Wow.
So he's getting tons and tons. These false
Oh yeah. By the way,
advertisements.
look at his normal streams. Look at his regular streams. So this has become a way for him to get attention from his idiot fans.
Exactly.
He's an entertainer.
Yep.
He's very entertaining.
Yeah. Hang on. Matter of fact, let me check real quick. You can play a little more. I
I can put it on the screen here. Let me put on the screen here. So actually, I had it up earlier because I was trying to find because I thought he had one scheduled for tonight. But let me just see. Today is the 17th. This is when it's supposed to be. So yeah, you guys are gonna crack up about this. This is crazy. The view. Watch this. Look at the difference in views here. All right, so let me zoom in a little bit.
Okay, let's see what his normal views are like.
So this is the debate. Oh, sorry, it wasn't 300,000. It's 222.
But look at his normal views.
Yeah, look at the normal views.
Let's go over the first week here. Okay, 3.5K, 2.9K, 2.
We get more views on our little channel than.
Yeah, and he's got.
Yeah, I get way more for live streams than that.
Yeah, 1.3 million subs.
1.3 million subs. He gets 3,500, 2,900, and so on.
This one he didn't even break 400 views, right here.
Yeah, look at that.
That shows you how boring he is to the Muslims. All they care about is him fighting Christians.
But
that's what Muslims care about.
Look at this one.
Yeah, all of a sudden,
these two back to back. Look at these two.
That's his normal, and that's Christians. That shows you that Muslims are interested in Christians.
Yeah,
isn't it funny?
You can see I watched it up until this point, and then I was like, yeah, nothing's happening, and I I watched the first 5 minutes. What I wanted to do was I wanted to see the AI debate that they had with that AI person. So I wanted to see that part. That's all. That's why it's a watch history on there. But look at that, 222,000 and 3.7.
So he's playing games with us just to get more views on his channel.
Yeah, just imagine that, like the short-term thinking. I will pretend like I'm ready to debate and everyone's scared of me, and my followers a bunch of people are stupid enough to show up and think that there's actually a debate. It just doesn't realize it's like long-term. People catch on, man. People catch on that you're a coward. Why? Because they're going to see all the rest of us debating. They're going to see. They're going to see God Logic debating. They're going to see IP debating. They're going to see me debating. They're going to see all of us debating, and they're never going to see Shaykh Uthman debating. Oh yeah, you're pointing out
same trick here.
Yeah, same trick.
The same trick here. Look at that. So this one here, obviously Sam wasn't there. I thought the guy was giving him a grape.
I thought he was giving him a kiss.
He looked like he's going.
I thought he was going in giving him a kiss.
He's going for a kiss or something. Like, what's that?
Yeah, and his job's like, no, stop that.
Cameras on.
We're live.
That's like, it's too close though.
Yeah, what's he doing there?
Yeah,
I think he realized they were live. But look, 145 and then 14K. And
scroll out a little bit.
Okay, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, well, that's Andrew. Yeah, but that's his interview with Andrew Tate right after Tate's conversion.
Yeah,
and then he has one above that was a debate with William Lane Craig. So that's so keep in mind, just by saying, "Hey, Sam's gonna be here," all of a sudden he gets more views than from an actual debate.
That's a good point. Look, so this is an actual debate with William Lane Craig.
It's become a cheap, easy way for them to get clicks. Guys, I'm going to be debating this person that I would never that I won't actually agree to debate.
Wow.
Bunch of cowards.
Yeah.
Everyone. So just to recap, Shaykh Uthman was invited onto a massive platform, the PBD podcast, for a 2v2 debate. He backed down and then lied. He flat out lied, and his debate partner admitted that he lied. He had to try and save face. So people pointing at him, laughing, dude, you're sitting here lying to cover up that you're a coward. What does he do? I challenge everybody, hoping someone would not agree to debate him, and then he could say, see, they're running from me. Everyone agreed to debate him, and he's still trying. This is pathetic, guys. This is Dawa 2026, guys.
That's what it is.
On the 30th or not? Sam was the first to be called out from day one. They're obsessed with Sam.
Lord have mercy.
Here's Nick. So you're only doing it if Sam shows up. So your original video where you said any Christian come, debate does not stand. Figured. Why is Sam scared to debate? Why is he running? Why is he talking to us about Sam? Why? You already agreed to fly us out on the 30th. This has nothing to do with Sam. Whatever you want to do with Sam, go ahead and find a way to communicate with him. We already have it settled from your own words.
It's not hard. You can literally just call in his show when he opens it up to callers.
Yeah. I mean, he tells you, this is my Skype. Anyone can call in anytime, and they know how to get in touch with them.
Yeah, and keep in mind, that's a situation where Shaykh Uthman could just totally ambush him out of nowhere. Like, not even, Sam's just minding his own business and stuff, talking about something, and Shaykh Uthman could call in. Sam totally unaware that Shaykh Uthman is calling in, and have a debate.
Yeah.
And he won't even do that.
But he had a chance with Sam at PBD.
Mm-hmm.
And he met, and it didn't happen.
And by the way, that's Sam's reaction is appropriate. You were offered this opportunity, and he said, there's no way this guy's going to do it. He's definitely going to back down, which he did. And then he lied. And then so Sam's reaction after that is, I'm not interested in wasting the time of trying to set up. Call me if you want to do something. And apparently we're all just supposed to be playing these games for the rest of our lives, trying desperately to set up a debate with the world's biggest coward.
Yeah. So what's going to happen today? Like, after his debate, challenge tonight, that you're supposed to be in it with Sam and stuff like that. Then it's going to go on to the next week, then to the next week, then to the and then eventually maybe his viewers will catch on that it's just clickbait. I mean, they're not going to catch on, like they're not going to call him a liar, but if you do clickbait enough, your audience is going to get to know that you're doing clickbait, so they're not going to trust your videos or your thumbnails, and so he's not going to keep getting 200,000 views for these live streams where David and Sim are supposed to be there, or Avery and Sim are supposed to be there. It's just not going to happen. It'll be there for a while. Momentum will be up there for a while. People will be excited, hyped about it. But after like the third one, fourth one, fifth one, people are like, okay, dude, you're just lying. But they're not going to call him out though. But he's not going to get the views.
They'll stop clicking.
Yeah.
Let's see here. You could go. Oh, this is what Nick said. You could go DM Sam yourself if you like. But me and Logic are here right now, willing to set up a debate on the 30th, like you said. Any Christian could. I responded. I said, clowns playing games. You called me out by name, ran from the PPD discussion, lied about the terms. Now the game's here. Y'all are cowards.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up cowards. Repeating the same thing about the PPD. Just the repeated lies, the challenge on the 24th, the 25th. Say we ran. You ran, you see. We're ready on the 30th. Now it's, look, we will set this up for a debate on the 30th. Shaykh Uthman, an Orthodox Muslim, against Sam and you. No Logic. Where
sudden switch.
It's like they're having a different conversation. Like
it really feels like it.
As you can see, Shaykh Uthman changed the terms and made it a requirement that Sam Shamoon had to be there. So it's not like anyone like God Logic could have just showed up expecting a 1v1 debate. He made it a requirement that Sam Shamoon had to be there. So ask yourself this. If Uthman really wanted to debate, why does he keep changing the terms and making it more difficult to set up a debate? Well, while we were live, Shaykh Uthman's stream finally started, and he said he was just doing a live call-in show, which, as you can see, is not what he had said earlier. Shocking, isn't it? But even with that, I told Than, try to call in and see if we can get through to actually have a discussion. And you're not going to believe what happened.
Well, so here's what happened, guys. I was telling Than to try the link and see what happens as an experiment. I said, I'll run the stream. Than, you join and see if you can get in. Than cannot get in, guys.
No way.
Look at this.
Unlike
tried to get in. Now, all you must...
Oh,
watching here. We tried. We were trying.
Yeah, guys.
Wait. It keeps messing me up.
That's David from the past.
Yeah, it's David from the past, David.
They tried to get in and couldn't.
I tried to join again, and this time I got past that one screen I had, so I was in the wait list, and then the thing just kind of shut down on me. But I don't want to. I'm not gonna say that they kicked me. It's just.
Well, we all know they wanted to debate their AI thing instead. That's what it was, Dan.
Yeah, that was more lies, of course, because they said, and for those of you who are calling in, we are going to check to make sure you're a real person and so on. Okay, so all right, we have our first guest. It's an AI.
Yeah.
It's an AI Christian.
Yeah. And of course, she talks about like the age of Aisha, you know, and it's like this is like Uthman's favorite topic, so you could tell it's so set up, such a setup. And then when they get called out that it's AI, Libiano had to pretend like he had to pretend like he found out that it was AI, but really he was just getting called out from like
People.
the chat.
People in the chat. Come on, this is AI. This is pathetic. This is pathetic, guys. This is pathetic. And then, oh yeah, I think this may be an AI, huh? Shaykh Uthman would never do an AI debate. Oh wait, that's exactly what he did. He literally posted a fake AI debate with him and God Logic.
Yeah.
And even if people did call him out and say for that one and say, "Come on, dude, you want to debate him? Just debate him. Don't post this nonsense."
Yeah.
Kind of odd. Kind of odd.
So after Than tried twice to get in and couldn't, I told him to just drop it. Shaykh Uthman obviously doesn't want a real debate. But then the next day, Uthman posted this lie.
All these Islamophobes, they yap, they talk, but then
look at the filter. Look at his face.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Look at his face, guys. Looks like he's wearing makeup, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy on the filters, man.
Yeah, dude.
Have no shame.
No shame. Wow.
Sad.
We gave them a date. 3 weeks we waited for them. 3 hours we were live waiting for them. They all ran.
Are you guys able to join their live? Let's get Inspiring Philosophy and God Logic on there. No.
So this is Uthman's clip right here. He's trying to show like they were all scared here.
Scam Shimon ran, Dog Logic ran, David Wood ran, Apis ran, and even the Christian Princess ran. And
wait, I didn't know Christian Prince was invited.
Yeah, CP wasn't
he's just throwing out all these different names.
Just name anyone.
So David Wood, it's David Wood, AP, Christian Prince, God Logic, and Sam. Okay.
William Lane Craig, you know, they all ran. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Everyone, even though every single person agreed to debate me, they all ran and didn't come on my live stream with my 4 Muslim buddies where we control the mute button. The only one who didn't run is my beauty filter.
That was
my
ready.
beauty filter never lets me down.
Mike Winger didn't join. He was a coward. He didn't join. David Serega didn't join. All these guys, none of them joined.
Wow. Meanwhile, his phone in his pocket buzzing. God Logic. Hello? Can we debate? Hello? And IP.
Man, this filter makes him look like a little kid. Look at it. His head doesn't look like it matches or fits his
It
body.
made him look 10 years old.
Yeah, like he looks like a little kid, man.
Look at his eyes. Made him all innocent and stuff. These are not Othman eyes. These are not the demonic Othman eyes that I know.
Yeah, these are AI eyes.
Kid like the princess she is. They all ran. We're done with these guys.
So in his desperation to not look like a coward,
So he says we're done with these guys, and he puts out another challenge afterwards.
Uthman clipped our stream, took us out of context to make it look like we are the ones who are running. When in reality, everyone knows it's he who is running. We agreed to in-person debates and even tried to join the live, but couldn't. And even if you want to blame that on a connection issue, all of this could have been avoided if Uthman would just agree to the in-person debates. Why hasn't he done that yet? Why is he lying to you? And if he's lying to you about this, what also is he lying to you about? In response to all of the games that Uthman was playing, David Wood decided to do the exact same thing to him that he was doing to us. He announced a stream and said that Uthman would show up to debate us live. Well, this triggered Uthman because apparently he doesn't like to be treated the way he treats other people. So before our stream could even begin, he uploaded this video.
Now, I put a challenge out to either debate in person to give us a heads up. Nobody stepped up.
Again, Muslims.
Nobody stepped up. Meanwhile, you have like 10 people DMing you and saying, "Yeah, I accept.
He's not only lying to us, he's lying to you. We all accepted that challenge.
He says challenge accepted, and then puts a time that I'm flying. I'm flying to Arizona. It's on my schedule. So you
it's on my like we know the guy's schedule.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Othman in the sky. He's flying again.
It's
Did
on
you
my
guys
schedule.
not get the email where he emailed you all his schedule?
Yeah,
It was all
I
in
mean,
there.
David's supposed to have his itinerary. Like he
Just
he
pinned.
did the stream at a
First thing
time.
he wakes up and he turns around and there's just his itinerary.
David knew I was flying to Arizona. He knew it's on my schedule, guys. It's on my schedule. Like
I know Shaykh Uthman's schedule. By the way, I don't even believe him. I don't even believe him.
No, I don't.
he's a
believe
liar.
it.
I mean,
No.
if you go to his schedule and it does say something, it's probably after all this.
Yeah, right. Like he edited it after the fact. All right.
absolutely lie. Now, when you say challenge accepted, that means you're accepting my challenge. Well, I'm letting you know that 17th.
That's today, guys.
Okay.
That's today.
What time?
Yep. And it's what is that, David? And how many hours is that from now?
6 p.m.
That's 3.5 hours. From
Okay,
now.
so 3.5 hours from now.
Yeah.
This is when this debate is supposed to happen.
Of January.
Yeah, I'll
Saturday.
already be live going through Malik's latest
Yeah.
batch of doxings.
And he knew your schedule because it's already scheduled, so he knew your schedule.
And guess what? Guess what? Except when traveling, me and AP always go live Saturday and Sunday night.
Yeah.
Oh, why did he schedule it exactly for Saturday and Sunday? I mean Saturday night.
It looks like he's the one who tracks your schedule.
Yeah. I just realized that his filter is making all of his books look like extra vibrant, like all the colors of the books. Those are not the natural colors of the books. They're not actually that color. The vibrancy.
Look at that pink.
Yeah. Like even the ones on the top there, the top shelf, those are all like way too vibrant. But you can see his face looks like he's wearing makeup. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Hey, his team got the wrong filter on them. You got like
got
the
blush.
you have like the Instagram girl filter on.
So the Al Zud filter. It just
The Al
makes you
Zud
look
filter.
feminine. Yeah. That's probably why he doesn't want to do in-person debates, because he doesn't have the filter option.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got to do it online so he can put this on all times.
Oh man.
You can come in on a club if he wants.
Yeah.
We'll still debate him, right?
Yep.
6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. East Coast time, Saturday, January the 17th. You are invited to our stream to debate. David Wood, I'm calling you out.
So Uthman
All right, David, he's calling you out for today's stream.
Get ready, David.
wants to do another live where we try to call in, can't get through, and then he can say we're running. But during our live stream, we came up with a better idea.
So he's apparently free on the 17th, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Shaykh, what did I tell you? Set up an in-person debate. You're apparently free that day. So let me know where to go. I'll come in person. We can do an in-person debate. I'm going to make sure it's recorded on my end because I can't trust you. But let's do that. What are you afraid of? You're apparently free that day. Instead of doing this dog and pony show that we all know you're doing, you're free that day. All you Muslims watching, tell Shaykh instead to tell me where he's at. I will fly there and we will do an in-person debate on Islam versus Christianity, which is true.
Okay,
So
it seems like he might be back in California that day. If he's coming back, he might be back in California. So
all right,
if that's the case, if he's back in San Diego, I'm going to be in San Diego that weekend. I could just pull up.
Okay, so you guys agree 2-on-2 versus Shaykh Uthman on January 17th.
Let's do it. Yep.
Shaykh Uthman has declared that on January 17th he is free to debate, and he apparently imagines some live stream. You guys are saying you are willing to debate him in person 2-on-2 with a debater of his choice 2-on-2. You guys have agreed, and therefore, if all he does is no, just online. If you want us to ever call in and join you or anything, you have to acknowledge that you are too much of a coward to face anyone in person for an actual 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 debate.
By the way, you just can't decide next Friday. You can decide this weekend. Just get back to us. You can't decide the Friday before because I won't have time to book flights. It may not even be any available at that point. So you need to let us know this weekend because if you don't let us know by, I don't know, like Tuesday, the flights will probably all be booked up. So get back to us.
That same day, Uthman's One Message Foundation told me to message them about setting up this in-person debate on January 17th. And so I did. And I had a glimmer of hope something might actually happen. But then, radio silence. A few days later, Uthman uploaded this video.
Where's Sam Shimon? Sam.
Oh, really?
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on, dude. Like,
Where's
how are
Sam
people
Shimon?
buying?
Yeah.
How are people still buying this?
Everyone needs to understand what just happened there. It's very important. So anytime we say, okay, here's DebateCon, debate me at DebateCon, or debate me here, debate, and he goes, no, I'm traveling. I travel 363 days a year. I can never agree to anything and so on. Then he said that he messed up. He said, hey, call into my live stream on the 17th. Just call into my live stream on the 17th. And they said, okay. He said, I'll be back on the 17th. Call into my live stream on the 17th. So Avery and Mike responded, you just admitted you're free that day. You just admitted you're not traveling. You're going to be home that day. All right. We'll come to you. Avery said, I'm already going to be in San Diego that day. It's perfect. IP said, I'll travel. I'll come. I'll get a plane ticket. So they're willing to do a 2-on-2 debate in person. Ghost mode, nothing. And what's he going to do? So keep in mind, guys, they could be, if he were serious about debating, they would be debating right now as we speak. They would be debating in person 2-on-2. He won't do it. And keep in mind what I just said there. I just said it in the clip. I said, Shaykh Uthman, if you want us to call in to a live stream or something like that, if you want us to just call in to one of your live streams, you have to first admit that you are a coward who will not engage in an in-person debate. Just say that. Say that. Because you've been acting like you're willing to do it and you won't. And these guys actually agreed to do it on the day you admitted you are not traveling. So if you're still backing down, admit that first and then just say, okay, the only format I'm willing to agree with ever is where you call in to my channel where I have the mute button and I've got 3 or 4 of my Dawa buddies here with me. No one's calling in until you admit that, until you admit that you're a coward who won't do an in-person debate. Anyway, it's kind of amazing if he expects us to call in after I said, just, you have to admit you're a coward first. You have to admit that you're not willing to engage in an in-person debate. And he's clearly not. But he's got to say it. Just say it. It's pretty simple. No, I'm never willing to engage in an in-person debate, ever. I'm a coward. So therefore, the only situation I'm comfortable in is where I'm surrounded by my Dawa bros, not in a Zoot sense, but surrounded by my Dawa bros, and I have that security blanket around me, and someone can call in, and I have to have the mute button in case someone says something I don't like and don't want to respond to, and I can mute them. That's the only situation I feel comfortable in. Say all that, but you're not. You're saying, you're acting like you're willing to debate, and you just don't because you're a coward.
Yeah. Wow.
I just can't believe it. I can't believe it when there's like receipts and texts and everything like as evidence.
People will clock on eventually, I think. I think this is like one of the things that he can do this for a while, but eventually people are going to be like, his own Muslim brothers will turn on him at some point. And when that happens, then there's really big problems.
Exactly.
Sam Shimon, we called you out. We changed the dates for you. We offered to fly you, Sam Shimon, out. Where's the radio silence? Where are you? You're still scared?
What does it mean, where's the radio silence? Doesn't make sense. What do you mean, where? You should say, why is there radio silence?
Look at him without his filter here, too.
Yeah, right.
That's what he actually looks like.
Oh, wow. Look, he aged like 30 years.
Looks like he ate that boy that had the makeup on.
Yeah, what happened? Oh, is it making his face skinnier? Is that what it does?
It apparently, because his face looks totally
Wow.
different.
Wow. Man.
That's amazing, these filters.
Yeah, wow.
Don't go catfishing anyone.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Still running?
Hey, Shaykh Uthman, don't be catfishing your mutta wives, man. or your Dawa buddy wives that you love to.
They must be so vain. I've never seen.
Yeah,
men
really vain. But it's weird for men to do that. Like,
yeah.
When I see it on women, when I see it on a girl, I think, okay, she must be a teenager or something. Or I look at her sideways a little bit if she's older.
But a guy
is like,
well, he is good buddies with the Warner.
That's true.
Oh, is he? Is this for him?
Maybe the Warner likes his guys pretty here.
Yeah.
Likes to watch with the filter.
Oh boy.
Out. Where's the radio silence? Where are you? You're still scared? Still running? I'll tell you what. You pick a date in January. Sam Shimon. You. Eddie's show. If not, on our brother Sonny Fawz's podcast or the Beck Lever podcast or anywhere you like. And if you're scared, we'll do it live. Sam, stop running.
What was that?
That was insane.
This guy is so cringe. I can't believe he does like his production with like his sons and stuff. And
was he sitting there with like a telescope or something like that?
Yeah. He's like, what are you running? Like he's trying to find Sam. That's he's trying to.
Is that crib?
Okay. Hey, Shaykh Uthman, look through your telescope over at Sam's channel where he said you could just call him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He's not hard to find at all.
What a loser.
Wow.
Total loser.
Sam Shimon, we called you out. We changed the dates for you. We offered to fly you, Sam Shimon, out. Where's the radio silence? Where are you? You're still scared? Still running? I'll tell you what. You pick a date in January. Sam Shimon. You. Eddie's show. If not, on our brother Sonny Fawz's podcast or the Beck Lever podcast or anywhere you like.
Wait a minute.
How about his show?
Did you hear what he just said? He said you pick a date. You pick a date in January, and then he names a bunch of Muslims channels. But he said you pick a date in January. What's that mean? It means that he has open time in January, right?
Oh, he's not traveling.
Why? One, you could call in Sam anytime he's live. Two, you've got a big old pile of people who are willing to debate you in person. I only said like 500 times. DebateCon is in January. You just said you're free. You can make anything work in January somehow. All right. Why didn't you agree to DebateCon? Because he needs his little security blanket. Like, what was that character from Peanuts? Linus or something? He always had to have his little blankie with him.
That's Uthman. He needs the Warner with him.
Look, he's got his little blankie on his shoulder.
Yeah.
I got my security blankie. Why is everyone running from me?
He can bring it with him to DebateCon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have your blanket. You can have your blankie with you, man. Bring your
If
blankie.
Junior can have the monkey, then Shaykh Uthman can have the blankie.
Yeah, just don't do to your blankie what Junior did to the monkey.
Yeah, please don't.
I can't believe Junior is more brave than you.
He is like indisputably.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Wow.
Terrible.
Here, we'll do it live. Sam, stop running.
So Shaykh Uthman completely ignored the challenge from God Logic and myself and pretended it didn't happen. And he's acting like he's going to do a live debate with David Wood and Sam Shamoon.
Yeah, guys. So this is supposed to be happening today.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. After both of us said we're not playing your freaking games, man.
Nope.
Sam said not interested. You had your chance on the PBD podcast to debate me. You ran like a coward. Stop with all the challenges. Other than that, call me. Call into my live stream. We can debate there. I'm not playing your games. And then me, okay, you can debate at DebateCon. I'm not doing a live call. I'm not calling into your platform until you admit you're a coward who won't debate in person. Just say that. Just say, I'm a coward. I'm too scared. I need my security blankie of, having all these Dawa guys around me sending notes and stuff to me. And I control the mute button. Say that. Then I will consider calling into your show at some point. But not until then. Not while you're still acting like we ran from you when every last one of us agreed to debate you and you ran from every single one. Total coward.
And why do they have Lubiano in a suit?
Why do they have David in?
Does Sam have a collar on?
Yeah, like a priest.
Yeah, it looks like he's.
Oh, okay, so Sam's a priest now. Okay.
And David has a samurai maybe thing there.
You're a samurai, man.
So Sam was
yeah, I'm Mexican. I'm not Japanese.
Yeah, man. And so okay. Oh wow.
I'm David Segura, not David Kimono.
Explosive live showdown. So look at the clickbait that they got, and his poor viewers. They're gonna fall for this.
They are. It'll probably be a big show, and he'll come out the next day. Everyone's running from me. Now let me set up another date for everyone to clickbait on.
Yeah, he'll be like, I have no idea where they're not here.
David, Sam, go.
Where are you guys? Where's the radio silence? Like, dude, why don't you try communicating with them like a normal human instead of like doing these weird challenges that no one's going to accept, because no one's going to just like bow down to your terms and do everything that you want them to do. You need to negotiate. Like, if you want to actually debate, Uthman, you want to really debate, David already gave you his terms, and Sam did too. Mm-hmm. Sam said, just call him up, and you can do that anytime. You can call him up right now if you want to, right this second.
Yeah,
call him
and
up.
that's what he's doing. Like with the 2-on-2, again, he's looking for people to turn him down so he can say they're running, right? So yeah. I can say, okay, I'm willing to do this for a debate, this, these 9 things. Definitely not this, because that's totally insane. And he'll go, okay, I challenge you to this then. I challenge you to this. He's running. It's pathetic, man. Totally pathetic. What a joke. Dawa is a joke at this point.
Yeah. All right, it's about to end now. Let's see.
On the 17th. So the reality is this. Shaykh Uthman, you're a coward. You don't want to debate us. Anytime anyone meets your challenge and tries to set up a debate, you change the terms. If David Wood and Sam Shamoon announced they're going to show up and debate you, you would change the terms again. So Muslims, I ask you this again. Why is Shaykh Uthman lying to you? Now, we all know what this was all really about. This was all a way for Shaykh Uthman to have an excuse for when desperate Muslims come to him doubting Islam and they go, please debate the Christian apologists. Uthman will now tell them, well, I gave them an opportunity, but they all ran. But we all know that is a lie. It is Sheikh Uthman who is running from us because he knows he can't defend Islam or his fake prophet. But Muslims, there would be a very easy way to prove me wrong. Uthman could just agree to the in-person debates that he asked for.
You want to debate face to face? We'll set it up. We'll fly you out. We'll do it with Eddie at the Dean Show in Florida.
What's going to happen on the 17th is pretty predictable. Uthman's going to start his stream and ask, why is everyone running from me? Then he'll do a live call-in show with selected and approved guests and then claim victory. But we all know the truth. He's terrified to debate us. If I'm wrong, then he can just agree to the in-person debates. But we all know he won't because he's a liar and a coward.
That's right. That's right, IP. That's right. So, there we go, guys.
Liar and coward. What do you think, guys? 17th, today's the day that we'll be disappointed once again by Uthman.
And now we bring on our other guest, Shaykh Uthman.
Yeah.
Who's been in the backstage this whole time.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Funny enough, he's not here. He's not going to turn up, guys. He has no intent on debating ever.
Nope. He's not even remotely interested. This is all because he got called out on PBD by Sam, and he got embarrassed. That's all. That's all this is. He's trying to
Damage
repair
control.
the damage. Yeah, damage control. Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad. But it's funny though. I think Uthman, if anything, he's not a debater. He's not a particularly virtuous person, but he is funny. I think he's kind of like he's like a car crash in slow motion. Everything about him just screams he's so obviously fake, but he thinks he's getting away with it. But you're like, but I can see you're not though, and I like that. That makes me smart.
Did Chris just say that car crashes are funny?
I was about to say if Uthman's in them.
It's messed up.
I don't wish you any ill health, Uthman. I just wish you debate and grow a spine. But
yeah, you have where your spine is supposed to be, you have a column of marshmallows, apparently.
Yeah. It's pretty accurate. So in light of this whole like
Sheikh Ibn Jellyfish.
Sheikh Ibn Jellyfish, yeah. In light of this whole Dawa Wars, how the whole like Dawa scene 2026 is crumbling at a rapid pace. We saw this tweet earlier today by Bro Haji, and he's going after Dean.
My bro, Brother Haji.
Yeah, so if you guys don't remember Bro Haji, we did actually it was all of us, ourselves, Chris on David's channel, responding to Bro Haji on the Islamic dilemma, and that's going to come up. That's why we wanted to show this actually, because well, I guess we'll just see. We'll see how it comes up. The Islamic dilemma. So he's calling out Dean for charging people $29 for 30 minutes for a conversation with him, and so he like points out like if you do the equation on that, minimum wage in the U.S. is, I mean that depends on the state, but he's saying it's $7.25 per hour. And so he's saying that if you charge $29 for 30 minutes, then he's effectively charging $58 per hour, which equates to $120,000 per year. Now, obviously, that assumes that he's like on call like for 8 hours and stuff like that. But anyway, he's just kind of saying that the numbers don't add up. But it kind of gets interesting as we continue reading here.
He says, this pattern of opening a YouTube channel, gaining popularity, and then profiting from religion seems all too common. The Muslim Lantern,
who charges $150 for 30 minutes.
Wow. And the Muslim Dumb.
The Muslim Dumb, who charges £300 for 45 minutes.
300. How much again?
£300, which is around close to like $500.
Whoa.
450 maybe, I don't know, something like that.
Interestingly, Bro Haji was one of the men that she invited for an interview on her channel.
Yeah, one of the men that she,
made eyes at and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's now attacking her because they're charging extortionate rates.
He should put a comma there, but
yeah, it's kind of figures they would never earn if they were working in a professional role.
This isn't the only ones, right? You have who's that funny guy who was bald and then magically regrew his hair?
Bobby or something?
Yeah, Bobby's Perspective. Bobby's Perspective does the same thing. He charges like with like hundreds for some sort of.
I wonder why that would be like
meeting.
Sneeko. That'd be like Sneeko charging for like dawa and all, like, you know, Islamic knowledge. Like, what does Bobby even know? It's like,
That'd be so funny. Sneeko's like, "Hey guys, give me like $300 and I'll tell you about Islam."
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Hey, I guarantee you, if they, if Sneeko or one of these other guys announced, "Hey guys, would you like to know how you can go around smashing hoes, running trains, staying high, hitting the club, doing whatever you want, and still having still being known as a representative of the greatest religion on earth?" We can share all our tactics. We can share our entire skill set. Just call in and pay us this money.
Yeah.
Wow.
Instant millionaires, guys. Instant millionaires. Really?
Oh,
I
yeah.
can go around smashing hoes and still be a guy.
Didn't Andrew Tate do the same thing? He did the lover boy method, and he was teaching his fans how to be a
the PhD.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
Yeah,
when he
PhD.
that's when he really took off. That's when he really took off. He said, "I have all the skills of how I dupe women into doing into being my cam girls and stuff like that. How I take girls who just want to be in a loving relationship and want to get married and stuff. How do I dupe them into becoming girls on OnlyFans? How do I do that? How do I do that? I'll lay out my entire system." These guys could do the exact same thing with the. We'll show you how to be fully funded to go around smashing hoes. We'll show you how to do that. And all you have to do, you go around, and of course you just show up and you get some video clips of yourself at the park. "Hey, look, I'm handing out a Quran. Oh, look, I got a Shahada," and then spend the rest of the day smashing hoes, and be fully funded for all this. If you want to live this life, give me a call. $500 an hour. I'll explain it to you.
Yeah. This
millionaires
gets like every once in a while someone will email me and they'll say, "Hey, can I have a chat with you or something?" And you know, if I've got time, I'll be like, "Sure," and I have a chat with them. I would never cross my mind to be like, "Nah, bro, you need to give me 300 pounds for 45 minutes, or you need to give me like that." I just don't understand the mindset of that. Like, what makes you think you? I don't know, man. I don't think anyone gives them this money, so it's just kind of really sad that it's there.
Yeah, I can't imagine anyone giving the Muslim dumb like 300 pounds
For
what? What? 45 minutes? Oh, hi! I just wanted to say hi.
Yeah,
I'm a massive fan. I wanted to give you 300.
Are you a
Just
fan
to
of
say
my
hello.
eyes? That's all you can see. Fan of my lashes.
Yeah.
For £300.
There's also this sheikh as well. This guy here.
If you want to be shaky, this means that you don't have certainty.
This guy also has a very high fee for counseling as well.
Well, that's kind of a small price to pay for certainty.
That's true. That's true.
Would you like to buy? Would you like to buy certainty? Then call in, and I will give you. I will give you the key to certainty.
The tea. So he points out this is like a growing thing that happens with these Dawa people. They gain some popularity and then they monetize it by charging their fans for consultations and things.
And he says, "What experience do you have to claim?" And
He's
he
talking
says,
to Dean here.
To Dean respond. At Dean responds, "What formal academic and Islamic qualifications do you have to justify charging $58 per hour? What experience do you
Nothing
have
at all.
to claim that people can discuss?"
The guy recently went on a live stream and said, "I'm not actually sure if it's permissible for a Muslim to sacrifice to the jinn in the name of Allah."
yeah.
He had no idea. He was like, "I'm not sure. Maybe you can do it." And I'm like, okay, that's a weird thing to say. But he just puts his hands up and he says, "I have no idea about basics of Islam." His whole thing is Christianity. They
have no idea. All the Dawa guys, I mean, like 99% of the Dawa guys, rare exception. Fareed knows a little bit about Islam, but like apart from him, most of the Dawa guys, like 99% of them, like Libiano, Dean, these guys know nothing at all about Islam. Nothing. And that's evident when you bring it up on TikTok, for example. You see these guys bringing up discussions on TikTok. They run from any discussion to do with Islam. Any discussion. And we saw that with Dean when Daniel was like destroying him on basic issues. I was like surprised that Dean didn't know basic things. But so yeah, he's asking him like what qualifications do you have? Because he says you can discuss any topic with Dean. Any topic.
Wow.
I mean, that's crazy. Like imagine saying like any topic and you're charging.
Okay.
Chris just thought the same thing I thought. I'm like, well, I'm going to call up. I'll pay my $58 and I want to discuss Muhammad and the Al-Zut for an hour. Pay my $58 to discuss Muhammad And the all.
I said to him, I think I replied at some it wasn't this post, it was a different one, and I was like, "Look, I want to debate you on the Islamic dilemma, but you refuse to do it. But you say that if I pay $58 or whatever, I can talk to you. Can I talk to you about the Islamic dilemma?" And he was like, "No, you cannot do this."
So Chris points
Oh,
out
Chris,
here.
here you
He
are.
points
Oh,
out
yeah, I put this
how
in,
else
yeah.
would Dean respond to afford all the clubs, drugs, and trains his friends have been engaging in? Yeah. So here's his response. Dean's response to Dean's responding. Dean responds to this critique here. This has to be the stupidest critique I've ever seen.
People know in the Dawa space how much time I put in.
By the way, I have to say these guys, their grammar is just terrible. Like they don't even try. Like
Okay, the I should be capital. So maybe
hey, maybe that is trying. Like maybe he spent hours on that. Like, is I supposed to be capital? I don't know. or is it EYE? I don't know.
Yeah, so if I book his session, I'll be like, the grammar, can we talk about how to write with grammar and punctuation? How much time I put in, comma or full stop, what you guys call period. You're making yourself look like a fool. Oh, he's talking to Bro Haji. I don't need formal qualifications to be funded from my dawah, and your sum assumes I'm getting a ton of one-on-ones. I'm lucky if I
comma.
Comma.
Capital I.
I'm lucky if I get 2 in 1 week. Dead emoji. Oh, that means no one's really buying what you're selling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pay for thumbnails, editing, books, and shorts. What do you mean you pay? Oh, he pays people to do shorts for him.
He pays people to do everything. Literally, the guy appears on a camera, and then literally, I've said this to him over and over again. I'm like, look, you make every video, and you start off by saying like, give me all this money because I need an editor. I need a guy who's gonna take all this stuff, make shorts out of it, make all this additional content out of it, make the thumbnail for it. And I'm like, you can just do all of this, Dean. It's not difficult, and you'll learn a skill. I actually try to explain to him, you can learn an employable skill. You could get a job, Dean, if you learn how to do this. And he's like, no, I just want people to pay me for it. I was like, oh, so lazy, man.
So I pay for thumbnails, editing, books, and shorts. I mean,
I also
like does this guy? I think Dean, he's like a kid. He's like 20 or something like that.
He's 22.
Like, he thinks that this is like a big this.
It's a big thing.
Yeah, it's like welcome to the real world. We have to pay for things, Dean. Anyway, I also upload at a much greater rate than you, and to be quite frank, your refutation to the Islamic dilemma is pathetic.
Oh.
People have benefited immensely from my contribution. Okay, so check that out. So, as far as I know, we us on the stream, David, Chris, and ourselves, we were the only ones that responded to Haji's Islamic dilemma stream or video.
Yeah.
Dean, he must be a fan. He was watching David's channel that day, and he saw the refutation that we all gave.
Thank you.
So thank you, Dean.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
we got a thumbs up from Dean.
Yeah, so Dean's
really pretty good then. Nice.
Yeah.
And
now, Dean, you just have to admit that all the responses to the Islamic dilemma are, what's your words? Pathetic.
Well, he thinks John Fontaine's is. He thinks the Hajj's is. So, he's going through the list. He thinks only one can actually be any use, and that's his own one.
Wow.
So,
I did wonder why everyone went quiet after Bro Haji did his refutation. No Muslim ever quoted him to us. No Muslim said, "Oh, Bro Haji told us."
Oh, they never told him to do a part 2 either.
Yeah, they just left it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, even though he brought Arabic and stuff, but anyway.
Yeah. Oh, he tried to.
He tried, and failed.
You're such a coward that you didn't even DM me before making this post.
Oh, and then Bro Haji came back at him.
So we're only interested now really in like the Islamic dilemma stuff. This is all like some drama that, they're always going to be fighting about like, the money and this and that. Like he makes videos about Muslims doing scams all the time. In fact, we're planning to review one of his videos about Dawa Man, who's recently involved in a scam that Haji exposed. But he's known for that. This is the guy that exposes the Muslims on all their scams. Now he's just got his sights on Muslim Dom, Muslim Lantern, and then Dean responds.
Your reasoning is a joke. I pay for my own books, editing, and other expenses. So what makes you special? Religion is not a stepping stone to demand money you would never earn if you were working a proper job or earning your own income. It doesn't matter whether you are fully booked or hardly booked at all. The issue is you demand for $58 per hour, which is on par with clinical therapists.
Wow.
Software engineers. Well, you should see what Muslim Dam asks for. And I don't know what DevOps are.
Engineers.
DevOps is it's part of okay. Yeah, it's a thing in industry. Won't go
Okay.
into it.
This
is
is
preposterous.
preposterous. And to burst your bubble, you are not the only one dealing with Islamic dilemma
Ah.
online. So stop the cap. So he didn't even defend himself, saying it wasn't my reputation wasn't pathetic.
Yeah, he had to just say other people are doing it. Okay, so he's like, I can't do it, but you can't do it either. So we want to know, Haji, who can do it? Who can refute the
Yeah,
Islamic dilemma?
name it.
Yeah. So anyway, that's all kind of we were interested in. I mean, we could just kind of skim through these because
He says, "This is my last response to you." Is it his last response?
it's not his last response because he
And
upset
then
him.
There he is again.
He upset him because he called him. He's like being very disrespectful to him, and so he's like, "I have a son that's your age, and I'm like your dad's age," and
It's again your father. It's the father thing again.
yeah,
It's very interesting. Since David talked about it, now I'm seeing it everywhere.
yeah, the father thing.
Yeah.
So guys, we pointed this out the other day on one of the streams with David, which is that a lot of these Dawa guys, you can tell that a lot of them have daddy issues, and that's evident by a lot of their behavior, and also the fact that they always like they talk about it and so, like okay, the other day, Jake and Malik's were basically challenging each other to be each other's daddies, and that sounds really weird. It is really weird, but it is really weird. There's no getting around it being
the
weird.
Warner.
But yeah, I think it is in the Warner sense actually.
Well, they were like, declare your sonship.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you call me daddy. No, you call me daddy. And so we kind of speculated that like this has to do with some like daddy issues that they have. And David was pointing out that a lot of atheists, predominantly or statistically speaking, have a lot of daddy issues as well. And so we wanted to see if there's like a correlation there as well between Muslims, like Dawa guys, popular Dawa guys, and people who have like daddy issues. And we also pointed out that even if you do have like a rough upbringing, or you don't have you didn't have a father in your life or something, it doesn't mean that you're like
You'll have daddy
yeah
issues.
you're gonna be like a Dawa guy or you're like a bad person or something like that. But we were saying how these things can contribute, like different factors can contribute to why these guys are the way they are, and they happen to have a lot of characteristics or traits you would expect if people had those kind of issues.
Yeah, certain things that happen basically significantly affect probabilities. It's like if you grow up and your dad is in prison your whole life, that all of a sudden the probability of you ending up incarcerated or something like that goes up significantly. Doesn't mean you're going to do it. It's just if you took 1,000 people and if you took 1,000 people who had their fathers around their entire lives and 1,000 people whose fathers are in prison when they're growing up, it's just statistics at that point. It is interesting. So he's pointing out that he's like a 22-year-old, but this is what we were talking about earlier. The Ummah is desperate, right? They're in panic mode, and that allows these guys to get away with anything. But also it's a career opportunity at this point, right? You understand there are tons of desperate Muslims out there who are in panic mode. They're worried about their kids and the apostasy rates and things like that, and they will cling to absolutely anything. So guess what? If you jump in there and say, hey, I'm the next Dawa guy who's going to save all your kids from becoming apostates, bam, $58 an hour.
Wow.
Why is he now doing boxing?
That's actually where the intro comes from. Our intro, the 24%, Ali Dawa and Muhammad Hijab. They weren't just saying like the apostate rates were up. They were saying like donate to us so that we can make money. Like David was saying, like they're trying to monetize apostasy. They're trying to make money off of apostasy. They're like, hey, we know this is a problem. Like the 24% that they're saying that like in our intro song, which is Sal who made it. Shout out to Sal. That originally comes from like a fundraiser that they were doing for the apostates, and they were trying to make money. So yeah, it all goes to them, making money.
He says, I'm old enough to be this little boy's father, and this demonstrates Dawah hasn't taught him manners or tazkiyah. Tazkiyah means when you purify yourself from bad character.
Kind of like in Christianity, you would say like sanctification. It's like that kind of process.
Except that God sanctifies us in Christianity, whereas tazkiyah they have to do it themselves.
Yeah, it's a self. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. So it's a Christianity, it's the work of the Holy Spirit. In Islam, it's your own
fault.
your own deeds.
Yeah, and
So he points out that his son is
we do tazkiyah by smashing hoes.
So he's like, I don't know what he's saying here.
Because that reminds us to keep focused on Jannah.
Yeah.
He's trying to say that the son is also young. He says his son is here in the red.
He's like, hey man, you keep disrespecting me,
But
and you might get one. You might get one of these. All right, Dean, you might get one of these. He's like, that's my son in the red and black.
Yeah,
He's about your age.
I'll send
So
my
talk
son to do stuff.
talk to me with a little respect. Talk to me with respect, little boy.
Oh,
I find that's so weird.
Yeah.
Why would you get on a random like online spat on X and be like, hang on, let me just post a clip of my son boxing?
He's trying to say like, hey man, if you
that
don't
kid had a
respect me, I'm gonna
kid had a good right there, man.
Yeah.
Got good head movement too.
Maybe he's like
let's see.
just really proud of his kid. And
So
he just
his
wants
son
to
is in the black
put it
and red.
everywhere.
why would you use your son like that?
I don't know. For me, that I find that a bit weird. I do, but
Like, I don't
know.
respect people because.
Oh yeah,
Just
he's
because
pretty good. He's pretty good.
He is
pretty good in the ring.
like, the basis for respect is you have a son of a certain age.
No,
Like,
no,
I don't get it.
What he's trying to say is he's trying to say like, look, you're disrespecting me. I have a son your age. You want to be disrespectful? My son might be offended by that. And look at my son; he's a good boxer.
Yeah,
so
you're gonna show up
he's
at your door. What you gonna do?
Exactly. That's what he's trying to say. He's
So he
trying
can't
to,
fight his own battles, so he sends his son to.
well, he's saying he's like his father's age. He's like, I'm not gonna beat you up. My son will though.
So
I didn't know that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should start saying that.
Yeah, tell that to Malik.
Yeah, isn't your son like bigger than you?
Yeah, he's 6'4". Yeah, he's
So-
6'4", about 240, and raised in MMA.
Okay.
Oh,
so
you hear that, Malik?
be careful, Malik.
Declare your sonship.
Because that's
Declare your sonship.
because that's the kid whose mom you doxed and attacked. Okay.
Yeah, he's not
So-
very happy about it, you know.
But you better be thankful he's a Christian. Be thankful. he's a
Oh
Christian.
well, I mean, yeah, no, Malik's going to be hearing from him anyway because my son basically said, "Hey, I've never been interested in any of this Quran stuff, but they went after my mom, so he's coming to Quran Demolition Ranch."
Uh-oh.
You're
creating monsters.
You
Malik,
done
you're
messed
creating
up, Malik. You done messed up.
You are creating monsters, Malik.
Yeah, your dawah isn't reaching the younger generations.
Oh,
in
boy.
the opposite
Yeah,
direction.
Malik, you helped my son carry on in his father's footsteps.
Wow. That's actually
That's,
so
be-
he,
that's,
so-
beautiful.
so-
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so he had no interest. Guys, think about that. He had no interest in he was like, okay, that's my dad. He does that. That's his thing. But now that Malik's
That was exactly his attitude. He didn't say he had a problem with it. He's just no interest in that at all.
Dude, that you really messed up with that, Malik.
It's
'cause-
inspiring. love.
because you know what? It's like that's gonna happen on like a larger level too with other people who otherwise wouldn't have an interest in Islam, but because you're like attacking like people's like dead grandmothers and their wives and their children, you're gonna put so much attention on the evil behavior that you're portraying as a Muslim in an Islam that people are gonna start getting involved and
that's the same thing that happened with Muhammad Hijab. So after he started threatening people's wives and so on, at that point he was just going after the wives of some of the atheists. But once he started going after people's wives, and I took a big old bite out of Surat Al-Fatiha, if I had done that just for kicks one day and started eating the Quran, it would have been an uproar among Christians. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Are you an idiot? What the heck is wrong with you? All of a sudden, after hijab starts going after people's wives, people didn't have a problem with it. There were only a couple of people who had a problem with it no matter what. And it was like James White and a few of his fans. But apart from that, there were people who just saw the clip of me eating the Quran. They didn't know the context. And they're like, "Oh my goodness, David, what are you doing?" And I go, "Yeah, he's threatening people's wives with rape and torture, and so that's a warning to stop, or I'll keep doing this." And they go, "Oh, okay, yeah, you got to do that. Yeah, you got to do that." So they were all for it. Now Malik is like escalating way beyond anything hijab did, and he's not just doing it to me. He's going after God Logic. Guess what? God Logic has a lot of fans who love God Logic. Inspiring Philosophy. Guess what? Inspiring Philosophy has a lot of fans who love him and their opinion of Islam just shifted to this is even more evil than we thought. And yeah, it's kind of gloves off with this sick stuff.
Yeah.
And so he just, I've been saying it. He gave me a golden ticket at the Blasphemy Factory for Islam. Golden ticket. Do whatever I want.
Wow.
Do whatever I want, and pretty much no one's going to have a problem with it. And I've only seen a few people who said anything critical, and it's just people who don't even understand the situation. They're like, okay, we understand this guy angered you, but you shouldn't respond by doing this. I'm like, are you paying attention? We're not talking about this guy angering me. We're not talking about anything like that. He's going after people's wives and family members and so on, trying to get them harmed. And so this is that. And
yeah.
So far, no one who's actually familiar with the situation or who knows me, no one has even suggested stopping. No one, zero.
Yeah. Speaking about, oh, never mind. It's don't. Well, yeah. So golden. I was thinking about Muhammad hijab. But you also, yeah. So guys, this coming week is gonna be epic. Gonna be epic.
It's
epic
gonna
proportions.
be not gonna be epic for Dawa.
Not for Dawa. No, not for Dawa. All right. So we got a ton of super chats. So we'll just try to rush through these.
Yes. So you guys welcome to stay, of course, as we go through them, or
I can stay for a bit.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
All right.
Awesome. To let you guys know, FL Florida, I think.
Florida. Oh, this is that guy.
Charge me on Thursday.
Oh yeah. So this is the guy. This is the guy. Like he has a team where they go around to like where Muslims are doing things in public.
They're the ones who made the Imam cry in Florida.
Yeah, for the bacon stuff. So
Oh.
they officially got charged with something in Florida. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, with what? What would that even be?
I think it was like some. He didn't.
Can you tell us in the chat?
I don't know if he's still here or not because he said that early on, but
He got
something about
charged.
hate speech or something. I don't know. I didn't even know they had hate speech in Florida. I didn't
Yeah,
know
I
that was
didn't
a
know
thing.
that.
All right.
Yeah, that's DeSantis territory down there.
Yeah. What's up with that? We got some new members. Thank you guys so much for joining.
Welcome, the Obsidian Wonderment. Welcome. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you guys.
Ryan, clearly Dawa guys have technical difficulties.
Yes.
Dawa
Very
culture
true.
sounds pretty good.
Es Misquera.
Hola, amigo.
Hola, amigos. Not counting the fraud. Hey, watch your mouth.
That's a real Mexicano.
Yeah, he's a real one. All right.
Hey, there's Chris.
Brother Chris.
Hey, isn't Chris going live with you today? You and Thaddeus?
Yep.
All right, so guys, check it out. Chris will be live with David and Thaddeus tonight in a few hours.
Yeah, 8 p.m. So hour and 45 minutes.
Hour and 45 minutes. All right.
Yeah, Chris is active over there on TikTok, so he can give us the updates and so on. And we have a bunch of clips from Malik's live stream last night where he was doxing all kinds of people. Still somehow got my phone number wrong.
How do you manage to, dude? Oh.
Yeah, people are messaging me going, "Yeah, he's calling you live," and I'm looking at my phone, and no, he's not calling me. The idiot called my wife's phone again. That was the number that he thought was mine last time when he called her in the middle of the night, and now after a week later or something like that, it's now I figured out his phone number, and it's the same stupid number, and it's like, are you stupid, man? Are you stupid?
No, he actually is very stupid.
Oh no, I think he is because I looked at some of his tweets and stuff. The guy can't spell properly. He struggles with coherent thoughts. I seriously think he's not all there. No, I don't know. He's there, but he's it's just really dumb.
He's not the full shilling.
Yeah. Like you want to figure out. Normally you want to figure out is someone like evil. Or are they stupid?
Yeah, are they mad or are they bad?
Are they mad or are they bad? That's one of the first things you want to try to figure out when you're dealing with someone like this.
I think he's both.
He's both.
Yeah.
He's both. Yeah, he is actually both.
Yeah.
He's mad and bad. He's crazy and stupid. So it's a really bad combination because he's got this arrogance. Yeah. Really. All right. So Chris here
So Chris says almost 800 people, less than 300 likes. If you ain't hitting the like button, you may be a secret stone kisser. Don't out yourself.
Oh wow! So he posted that when we had around 800. So appreciate that, Chris.
You heard, guys.
You heard it here, guys.
She says, "Señor David, let me know if you need help with Spanish."
Yeah, let me know. Let me know if you need help with your ethnicity too, SA. This is my heritage.
Yeah, man.
Pierce Taylor says the best way to win a debate is steal opponent's laptop charger. Hey, David.
That helps.
Was that a thing?
Huh? Oh, well, sort of. Yeah, my debate with Muhammad Hijab, I set my charger down for a second and it was gone when I turned around. And so I had to switch to a different laptop because that one was almost dead, but that was the one that had all my stuff on it. So if you see, you can see I had two laptops on there and I was trying to pick up some files and stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
No.
Did not know that.
But Michael Brown before, he said he was debating with some rabbi, and they stole like his notebook. So he had like all his notes prepared for like talking points, like bullet points or whatever, and they just completely stole it, and so he had to just go off his top of his head.
Wow.
Rebecca was 3 doors down.
3 doors down.
Thank you, John West.
Good one.
I can't read it. Bar mit Berliner.
Ein Bär mit Berliner. That's a bear with a kind of like a donut thing that they have over there called a Berliner.
Oh, interesting.
That was a famous thing. John F. Kennedy, he would try to speak in the language of the people when he went and spoke somewhere. And so he said, Ich bin ein Berliner. And there's this like quick little pause. Ich bin ein Berliner. In German, you just say, Ich bin Berliner. You don't say, we would say, I am a New Yorker or something like that. They would just say, I am New Yorker. So he said, I am a Berliner, which would be this donut. So I'm a jelly donut. Yeah.
That's hilarious. It would be nice if there will be a future updates on Mubahala Mayhem.
Oh, is that
Chris's thing?
That's it, yeah.
With more characters like Giant DOC, Junior, and Shaykh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, put Junior. Everybody want to battle him. Put him with a monkey toy.
Yeah.
Oh
That'll
my
be
gosh,
a special
that'd be
power.
hilarious. He just comes
His special
in
power
like
would be the
monkey
monkey
thing,
toy.
banana.
Maybe throwing bananas at people and stuff.
There's so much you could do. Like there's like when I was making it, I had to cut Dean. Dean was actually Hatun was going to be a character as well. Like I had all these other characters, but I just didn't have time to flesh them out. But yeah, if maybe one day in the future I'll do another update and add lots of characters.
All right.
Samuel says, Sir Seaman Stains Muhammad Didi Al Zut the First.
Okay.
Nice name. Coltworth says, I tried to donate to the Give Send Go, but it keeps giving me an unknown error when I try to go to the payment screen.
Oh.
Okay.
I saw someone else say that as well. There's like some verification thing. I don't know the fix for that, but we appreciate your heart in that anyway. I have seen people say that though.
Just pray for us then.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if that's like certain countries or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be certain countries. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Loaves of bread. Maybe PBD said no personal attacks from Uthman. Oh, no personal attacks. Doesn't seem like that's.
I don't think he would ever. I don't think he would even say that. Like, don't do personal attacks. Like, I think the more likely thing is Uthman just lied. They just lied.
Oh,
like Eddie confirmed he lied about that.
Yeah, Eddie could have clarified if that's the case.
Yeah.
Eric Serrano says, yeah, I remember Uthman saying he was from San Diego Barrio in a Chicano gang.
Chicano.
I don't know what that means. And his nickname was Shooter. He snitches too, but on himself.
Yeah, so he tends to be part of a Mexican gang. Chicano. Or used to be. Chicano, yeah.
Can you be in a Mexican gang if you're not a Mexican?
It depends on, it's their call.
Yeah.
But maybe he pretended to be Mexican like me.
Oh.
He said, "Man, this David is cool. I'm just a Pakistani gringo."
Pakistani gringo.
Do they have like an initiation thing where you have to do like a Warner type thing to get in?
Yeah, they had to beat him like a piñata.
Thanks so much for the super sticker. And we'll go to the next one. Is Al-Zut Muslims' baptism? No, Muslims don't have a baptism. But maybe for Muhammad, I don't know.
Yeah, he got, well, yeah.
He got baptized in their way.
No,
not really. Kyle the Celt.
Watcher wants. Wow. Okay. All right. Yes.
Joy has limits as to what he can say.
Yeah.
No, guys. I mean, keep in mind, everyone was watching. It's messed up, but that's what they're telling us. That's what they're telling us about these guys behind the scenes.
You guys are too much, man. Okay. All right.
Tony Master says, Hermano, don't forget to read the warning on the bottle of the Kaibar hot sauce for your tacos. Kaibar sauce is so hot it may sever your aorta.
That's a good one. Hey, that should be at the ranch.
Yeah, will sever your aorta.
Yeah. All right.
Eric Serrano says, by the way, real
Cholos.
ride low riders.
Not a Tesla.
Yeah, Shaykh Uthman.
Yeah, so Shaykh Uthman, says he's like a cholo.
What's a cholo?
Isn't like a homie or something like that? I don't know. Like it's like a gangster, right?
Yeah.
Like yeah.
So he's a fake one.
Yeah, more of the super cool guys.
Yeah, the super cool guys. Yeah, they ride low riders. Low rider.
Maybe he can't get out of one if it's a low ride. Coltware says, well, give send go charge it to my credit card. So hopefully you guys got it, but I didn't get any confirmation, just an error.
All right. We can
check. We can check
if you have a name, we'll be able to check if it's a.
Maybe send this in.
Yeah, we'll take. No, we don't get the emails for that. But all right. Well, thank you. Thank you though.
I'll keep your name in mind if it's the same one, same handle.
Yeah.
And I'll check. Edar Gozen says exposed in a Zut sense.
Yes. Yes, they were exposed in a sense.
Heroes Workshop, thank you. He says they keep challenge you guys and soon they will move to the usual. Why are you begging?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Once reality gets too real.
That's what they do. Yeah. So they keep challenging and you accept their challenges and they're like, why are you begging to debate me? Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Can't win.
Wouldn't even want to debate IP on if water is wet. Yeah.
Yeah, IP is he's got like
studies show.
Studies.
And then he's gonna give you like 50 studies and unless you know the topic, yeah, you shouldn't be debating them. Let's go to Disneyland. All right.
All right.
Thank you. Oh wow, $50. Thank you so much.
Thank
All right,
you.
if we can get to Disneyland with that, we will bring you with us. Thank you.
Gang says, lol, I thought he actually said the 30th of February.
Yeah. Yeah, 30th.
He probably would, and all his fans will be like, yeah, he called you out on the 30th of February and you never came.
Yeah, he don't want. What about? Hey, Shaykh Uthman. What about the 30th of January? We could debate the Al Zut, International Zut Remembrance Day.
Do a Muslim who cried wolf video with Uthman.
Yeah, he cried wolf.
Yeah.
With a
lot of things. You could do a lot of parody videos with this guy.
He reminds me like, when you were little and you're playing in the playground with the kids, and there's this one kid that never obeys any rules of the game, and no kids want to play with him, and he's always walking around crying, no one wants to play with me.
That's Uthman.
No one wants to play with me.
That is Uthman.
That's Uthman, because all the rules he breaks.
It's true.
Smoggy Talks, did you hear Hijab is suing Tommy Robinson?
Yeah, he's been saying that.
I heard that a long time ago, but he'd have to be pretty stupid at this point. Oh,
I think this happened before he got the results of his Douglas Murray thing, though. So I bet he's probably very upset about this. I don't think he's going to be particularly happy with how this is going to go. But
you know how he talked about Elon threatened him. This was his twist on it. Because Elon funded Tommy's legal fees when the UK was coming after him for some like bogus charges. Elon funded him, and then you had like governing officials and stuff like that in the UK trying to like prevent like people like foreign people paying for people's legal fees in the UK. It didn't get through anything like that. It was just people complaining. But because Elon technically did fund Tommy Robinson in one of his cases, Mohammed Hijab was like, well, you see, I have a Robinson and he's funded by Elon, so that's how Elon was coming after me. So he was trying to justify that video. I'm like, how long did it take him to come up with that lie? Like he had to try, he had to come up with some sort of way to justify that, you know. But that was his justification for it. So Elon funded Tommy one time, and so because he funded Tommy, and Mohammed Hijab is also suing Tommy, that is Elon coming after Mohammed Hijab, and that justifies this video that he did all those a long time ago. Beautiful logic. Yeah.
But I thought the video was saying that Elon was going to set him up for a fake scandal.
Exactly. Yeah, he couldn't really work it out. It just he tried to make it seem like he wasn't a compulsive liar, but he couldn't really pull it off.
Welcome to Dawa.
Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Appreciate that.
Joe Levis says, Uthman looks like an old fart that wants to be hip by wearing caps, sunglasses, and hang around young men. Sussy and Zussy.
God bless you,
lovely people. Thank you
so
very much.
Yeah, he does give those vibes. He does.
A lot of them do. It's really strange.
Yeah. Like Malik. He's a like 30-year-old guy on TikTok, which TikTok is usually like 12-year-olds. So he's like the king of the playground because he's with a bunch of teenagers. They all look up to him and they're all scared of him because he's like, you know, he like doxes them and stuff like that, even though they're like teenagers. So yeah, a lot of these Dawa guys, they just hang out with kids, and that's just what they do.
A bit weird. Timothy, who is faster, Wally West or Uthman running from a debate?
What do you say, guys?
Uthman.
I don't know who Wally West is.
Wally West was one of the Flashes. The Flash comics, yeah.
Right, okay.
So definitely Uthman, right?
No.
The Tyrone Corbett, when is the next Islamic Dilemma call-in streams? I reckon I can absolutely cook D Wood and Fan on the Bayesian dilemma using the satanic verses as a defense for the lost Injil hypothesis.
That sounds fun.
That sounds, yeah, wow.
Well,
we need Fan as well, apparently.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thank you for the super chat and thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that.
Johannes Hugenboom. Billy Graham.
Johannes. I don't know. Billy Graham, DL Moody. They all ran from Uthman.
Even the Apostle Paul himself ran from Shaykh Uthman.
Oh boy. 370 days a year. Yeah.
Yeah, Uthman's itinerary. That's what he's got.
He's never free.
Never free.
For Vera, soon the owner will make him use a whiteboard.
Oh boy. And I would do anything for debate, but I won't do that. and all that and that.
That's a song. No, it's a song. And
That's
I would do anything for debate, but I won't do that.
Nice.
That's nice, actually.
All
that
right.
sounds like that song.
Oh,
You could do that for Dawa. You could do that for Dawa and all the stuff the Warner's willing to do.
Yeah, that line would never be said by Warner.
Yeah.
Never saying I would never, but I won't do that.
Yeah, I'd be like, I will do
But
that.
I would do that.
Getting Uthman to set debate terms is like nailing Jello to a wall. Yeah.
Kind of like how the men of Al-Zut. Never mind.
Yeah, too easy.
Timothy, if Uthman crashes into someone, does he just shrug? My bad.
Class.
Yeah,
My bad.
My bad. No problem. No. My bad.
Yep.
We had that one ready.
We got it on our soundboard. Would you accept his apology if he says that to everyone? Khalas, my bad about the debates. My bad, khalas. No problem.
Yeah. Update on David and Chris's book. Oh yeah. So what's the update on your guys' books?
Sure, I'll jump in real quick. So, the book is going incredibly well. I'm at a point where I'm spending a lot of time throughout the week working on it. I have got to a point where the first draft is done. I'm now going through it, and I'm at the point where I'm almost ready to send it off for a copy editor. And at that point, I'll know how big the book is, which means that I can actually pay someone to do the cover for the book. Because you need to know that before you actually have the cover designed. So I'm getting very close, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, how different is it from the copy you sent me before?
Well, that's a living copy, so you can look at that and it'll still be up to date. So,
yeah, but I downloaded it and started.
Oh, you downloaded it. Some chapters.
I downloaded it last month.
A lot, yeah, it'd be quite different then. Yeah, there would be.
But the link would be the same, so I just need to download it again, right?
You would, yeah.
Okay, all right. What's cool is we went in completely different directions.
That's awesome.
So they're completely different books. With that said, I've been doing other stuff for the past few weeks, so it's kind of the same as I was last month.
You've been busy with the Quran Armageddon.
I was happy doing the Islamic dilemma stuff, but Malik wanted me to go in a different direction with the Quran.
Uh-oh. Look what you did, Malik.
And I aim to please. Not like the Warner, but I aim to please.
All right, so those are the updates, guys.
That's great. Two books in like two different directions, so you can buy both, and you'll have two perspectives on it.
Oh yeah, Chris. Someone was saying that we should have one confirm the other, but say different things or something like that.
It's just a general confirmation, guys. Just general confirmation.
One of your books will be corrupted.
What you could do is you could have like a page, like this book confirms page, 57 of this book, and then you guys can just have like fun with that, and people have to buy both books to see like what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, say don't just buy this book and don't buy the other book. You must obey all of the books on the Islamic dilemma.
See page 57 where we confirm everything that's written there, and they're pretty fun.
Both books are guidance and light.
That's good.
Coldworth again, God bless you. Candace Owens used to charge like $1,500. Oh wow, for 20 minutes or something absurd like that. Really?
Well,
what would you?
Doesn't even know what reality.
What would you get from that? I don't know.
Maybe like some time traveling stuff. Like
I would pay that much for time travel.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like, Candice, listen very carefully. I've got 20 minutes with you. Please explain. Like just all this like crazy stuff and get it all done in 20 minutes. It'll be totally worth it. I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Or she'd be like, I'm just asking some questions. I don't have any answers. Paul says, David Wood, do you think
No, I looked it up.
She doesn't do that?
I thought it was significantly more than that.
Oh. But
22,500 for 15 minutes.
Whoa.
$22,000.
$22,500 for a 15-minute discussion.
She's got to be like, here's how we solve the energy crisis, and here's the mathematical formula that I've written. In 20 minutes, 50 minutes.
I think Snoop Dogg will do like 16 bars for like $250,000.
Snoop, but that's Snoop.
Yeah.
At least that's something that you can be like, oh, fair enough. You can see that.
Yeah. So if you want to get Snoop on one of your tracks, guys, 16 bars, you gotta cough up.
Yeah, unfortunately, Malik doesn't have that much money though. So yeah.
I mean, but yeah, you get it's
that's insane.
Yeah. So popularity can get you rich, rich.
David Wood, you think the Stone Dilemma is worth doing a vid?
The Stone Dilemma?
I don't know what that is.
Do
you know?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I could think of some. Should you honor some sacred stone? If you say yes, then the Quran affirms the Bible, and they smash sacred stones, not in the way Dawa guys smash hoes, but they smash the sacred stones. And if you say no, well, that condemns Islam. I don't know. Good.
We'll think of the Stone Dilemma, guys, and we'll
be the next book. No.
We'll let you know. We'll write a book on it. The Stone Dilemma. All right, let's go.
The man of Sov, how would Uthman feel if you guys challenge him to debate on Islam's most holy holiday on January 30th?
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Yep. International Zoot Day.
It is indeed.
That is because Allah is not a father in any sense.
Yeah, I think that's relating to the daddy issues, maybe the
Yeah.
top. Yeah.
My son is gonna greet you with a hammer, boy.
No.
Yes, since I'm not allowed to use firearms, some have suggested I bring a hammer to the Quran Demolition Ranch.
Oh.
Yeah, that.
It might not cause a lot of damage to it.
It depends. I mean, you can have a claw hammer.
Yeah.
But try to get a flamethrower.
Okay. So my vote's on the flamethrower.
Yeah, much more
Yeah,
exciting.
I'd say flamethrower probably.
Wow, look what you did, Malik. Dave's gonna have a flamethrower because of you, and the Quran's gonna feel the wrath of the flamethrower. It's gonna be like Muhammad burning in hell.
Yeah, Quran will be in Jahannam.
Oh boy.
Okay, I can't say your name. Sorry. Malik is a caste in Pakistan who dealt with extracting oil. This Malik takes his own oil to be zooted.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
GB, God bless. Thank you.
God bless you.
Too.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Hey, Chris, updates on the book.
All right. Chris he just gave it.
We've already said it. A lot of interest in that book. Great to hear you moving. Thank you. Pray all goes well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Giant DOC, much love, guys. Wish you all the best in the US. England lost 2 special people. P.S. David, I'm looking for sponsored work in US. We'll do dawah.
Oh.
Okay.
We'll do dawah.
We might need to sponsor some dawah people because they're all like disappearing and fighting.
We'll do dawah for cash, drugs, and hoes. we need to make some little memes like the Warner. We'll do dawah for cash, drugs, and hoes. We'll take it up the butt to join the Illuminati.
I'm glad I found you guys about a month ago. God bless you guys. Hey, thank you so much.
God bless you, Dr. Gold.
So a month ago. So I wonder if you're used to our regular live streams. We normally do like 3 live streams during the week, but because we're in this like intense move right now, we haven't been able to do that. We're going live consistently every Saturday, and but normally what we do is like throughout the week we do multiple other live streams. So you could check out some of our other live streams, like binge watch if you want, and you could check them out. But hey, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
King C, how about translating the Islamic Dilemma book to Malay language? The Malay Muslim community is one of the largest Islamic community on earth and is often overlooked by the Christian apologists.
Well, I wouldn't say overlooked. I just would say we don't speak Malay, but you guys are free to translate all of our material into your languages. So
yeah, so I have no idea. Like, I'm just doing an English version of the book, and there'll be an ebook as well as a paperback and a hard copy. But other people can do languages. That's totally cool with me.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for that.
Red letter.
You guys been invited to Malik's bar mitzvah yet?
What, do you need to be turning 13 or something?
Yeah. So is he? Yeah. No.
Well, if you didn't have one when you were 13 because you didn't join Mossad until later, then they can do it. Yeah, they do it later.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
No, we haven't been invited. How rude. How rude of him. 250K for Snoop or pay Malik 1K to get you Snoop. Yes, that's exactly what he would do.
That's good.
Malik's like, wait, Snoop charges 250K? Oh, guys, I can get you on his record. I'll get you on it for.
And then
1K.
he signs it Malik S.
Yeah, yeah. No, he would change his name. Yeah,
Malik Sagara.
Yeah, Malik Sagara. Oh boy.
Yep. Super warrior.
That's funny.
The stone dilemma is for Jews who say Islam is the same God as the Torah when the Torah forbids stone worship. Yep, that's what David said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice.
My grandpa called me Flip. Hola, Senor Sagara. The Dawa Bro versus Dawa Babe last night was hilarious.
Muy bien, muy bueno.
God bless you all. Thank you. Welcome to the US.
Thank you. Soon, God willing, within the next 2 weeks.
I have to wait for permission to come in. Okay, Rick Newton. The dilemma of truth and consistency in Islam. I'm not saying if I was saying right. I slam little kids, I mean old women. Me and my kids are working on some Quranic innovation.
Islam.
Oh, he's trying to say that they do stuff to little kids, maybe.
Yeah,
okay.
Islam as in like you're slamming. Yeah. It's not funny if you say it. It's cool.
Wish you were here.
Debate topic.
If Allah is the most, etc., how can a mother have more love for her child than Allah? You can't love a slave like a child. That's a good point.
Yeah, Allah is not the most loving.
I don't think he even claims it, actually. Dawa Troll says, just coming in, speaking of flamethrower, have you reached Valentina to participate in the challenge? You guys are awesome. Exciting gear.
No, thought about that. I don't know her. I mean, she knows who I am. She's interacted a little bit with some of my posts, but AP knows her. AP met her, knows her. Yeah, thinking about it. Not sure.
If you're at a bar with the Warner, do not push his stool in. Okay, that's good to know.
Disgusting.
All right. Thank you guys so much. We made it through all the super chats. Appreciate, guys, all of those super chats. Thank you guys for all the support, all the members and super stickers, all that. And once again, we want to thank you guys so much for the Give, Send, Go. I'm going to post it one more time in the chat. It's pinned as well. We appreciate everything that you guys have done for us, and we really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. God bless you all. And any last words, David and Chris? What do you guys have to say about this Uthman business or anything else?
Yeah, at this point, we'll probably just try to still have a little fun with it, make fun of him here and there. IP already did a detailed video about what a coward this guy is. He got exposed by PBD. So, yeah, he'll still have his little band of followers who follow him. Since this is a way for him to boost his views more than usual, he'll probably keep trying it until that stops working, which it will. And, yep. Other than that, we'll just keep making fun of him for being a lying coward.
Yep.
Yeah. Same thoughts as David Segura echoed there. Yeah. Obviously, we've made it very clear that Shaykh Uthman is not a man of integrity,
or
he
a man.
Does not, or maybe questioning even
Use
that.
the girl filter.
True.
Yeah,
True. He does love his filter. But regardless of how much he loves his filter, he's made in the image of God. So I do actually hope that one day, I leave the door open a little bit. I do hope that one day he does actually repent of all the things he's done. For example, actually, that'll take too long. But of all the things he's done, there's still hope in Christ. And I do hope he does actually take that up before he dies, because that would be best for him. And then I'm going to shamefully also just say, you guys should totally buy my book, The Islamic Dilemma, when it comes out. I'm aiming for about March time. My aim is to power through this in this month. I'm going to the libraries and doing like 6-hour stunts there while my kids are in nursery, so that I can power through this and get this done so that it will be available. I'm going to have it professionally copy edited and do everything I can to make it a good piece of work. And it is targeting the Islamic dilemma in the fullest. I want to equip you guys as best as you possibly can so you can give dawah to all Muslims and give the Islamic dilemma as best as you can. And you can deal with all these silly nonsense objections like general confirmation and conscious edits, those kind of silly stuff. So you have that to look forward to.
Hey, you should you know how like in the back of the books they have all these like quotes? You should get like Bro Haji's quote about
how he
about Dean's what he thinks of Dean's Islamic dilemma, and then you get Dean doing about Bro Haji, and so like you have all the Dawah guys
being like,
they're all
this
just like
guy's
shooting down the other like theories, and
they'll all be your preface, the beginning.
Yeah, it's like when they try to bring up scientific miracles now, some random person, and we say, well, look, even this Dawah guy, Ali Dawah, said this argument's been debunked. Why are you still using it? But yeah, for every objection, for every response to the Islamic dilemma, you quote the Dawah guys who say that response is stupid. And that's why you have to go with their response. But for any response they give, there are other Dawah guys saying that response is stupid.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You should definitely do that. All right, guys. So David's going to be going live in about an hour and
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So check that out, guys. And appreciate you all being here. And we love you guys. And thank you guys so much for your support, your love, and your prayers.
I think Uthman wants to apologize for not turning up.
My bad. No problem.